gorgeous people! Hi, hi, hi! How are we on this gorgeous day, slash evening, slash afternoon, slash morning, slash wherever you are in the world enjoying the gorgeous energies in the current moment? How are we all? Got beautiful Devon coming in. Oh, Devon. So good having you in, darling. I miss your energy. We are doing a niche sesh. I thought that might be something that would tickle your fancy. And at this time of the day when you can actually make it. Beautiful Atronus sneaking in too, trying to steal your gold badge, your gold star. Don't allow him to get away with that, Devon. Put him in his place. But I'm glad that I stuck in and got that to you just before he snuck in. Obviously, he needs to get his modding skills a little bit tweaked. Devon, your highlight for the day, getting out of school early. Oh, girl, you lucky duck. I remember those feels so well, especially in uni, because surprisingly, you may find it hard to believe, but uni is maybe even more intense than high school classes. And when you get an early mark in one of those lectures, oh my gosh, it is a good feeling. So I know the feels very, from recent times, even though I haven't been in high school for like 8 years. And Trody, you need to be more aware, whether you're trying to steal people's stars, mister. Mister? Yeah, Australian internet at its finest. That is a very good point. Hopefully, the internet will hold up. I think I've been seeing a lot of people streaming having problems with this. So, it may be a universal Wi Fi network interruption going on with all the solar eclipses that are currently happening. And we got a lunar eclipse happening in 2 weeks. And there's been all these like asteroid, what are they called? Um, Flare things. Uh, there's just a lot of things energetically going on, so it kind of makes sense that the internet's been a bit funny. I was going to try and do some editing last night, and the internet was like, no, you no edit, no. So, we'll try to do some editing today. But, beautiful people, we are going to be having a niche sesh, so I think it is only fine that we come say hi to our nicheling friends. In hype for the upcoming Ignesco Tribe, which is going to be coming up soon. I'm getting things sorted. I was getting excited to do it, to kind of look to start it next week, but I can't do it next week. I've got a little niece I've got to look after instead, so I might look for it to be the following week. Today, at this time, in 2 weeks' time. So we'll look to try and do it in a fortnight. And start, and hopefully by then I'd have all my streaming kind of in balance again. I will have my editing skills perfected as much as I can. And we can delve into our exciting storyline of our Ignesco tribe, which my community, you beautiful people, have helped me create and will be a part of as we travel through the islands. I'm so excited. I'm super duper excited. So we might need to put our brains together, do some brainstorming before the big what's the word I'm looking for, the not just an adventure, it's an expedition, I guess you could say. Because we've got to travel to this location, we've got to travel to this island and be able to survive on this island. So I don't doubt our nichelings at all. We have an amazing badass tribe that's going to be going onto these islands, so we'll be fine. Devon, wait, let me be my friend's personal notification. Oh, good darling. Yeah, so no Nexco tribe today, but it will be starting to come together in the next 2 weeks. But today, I wanted to kind of give us a little bit of a teaser into our niche energies. I've been doing a little bit of Sims 3, so dipping back into some niche will be refreshing. We're going to be aiming to complete the game. In saying that, we have already made it back to Adam's Island. But now we have all the achievements to complete. And I can let you guys have a quick gaze at what those achievements are. I might see if it's still hiding here for me. So the achievements that we yet have. Let me share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. So the last things that we are yet to tackle are discover all islands, which was kind of like on the cards anyway when I jumped into this Adam's adventure. I wanted to unlock all the, well, more so all the or like all the genes, which you can't do unless you're in story mode anyway. So we're going to be unlocking all the genes. We're going to do all the islands. We're starting the Killer Islands now, which I've never really experienced much of. We're on the Killer Hills at the moment, been experiencing a few Killer High Arenas, but puttering through. Next is going to the jungle, which is going to be very, very interesting. We'll have to see how that comes together. But if we can, Spring Fever, I might try and do this on this island. So that's breeding 10 times in one day. We'll see if we can get that together. That's all the genes. Then we create a nicheling with all the genes from the prehistoric Icelands. And then we've got a few tweaky ones, like getting a hybrid, an animal with 12 plus strength, which is impressive because none of my nichelings are even half that at the moment. We'll definitely be needing some of these genes up here to get there. The Megalosaurus horns, I want them. I want them so bad. Looking at the raccoon pattern, Perry the platypus, which is adorable, a platypus beak, swimming tail, and naming it Perry. And then these ones are the last. They're kind of like unique for the YouTubers that have been playing a lot of niche. So we'll be looking into those at the end. These are kind of the main focus ones, but we will complete them too. We are completing this whole thing 100%. Let's go. That's the game plan. So we'll be looking into all that. But for now, I guess we should probably dive in and see where our nichelings are at. We've had 105 hours on our story mode, and I think we're doing pretty good. We still have like 2,000 food in the bank, 2,000 nesting material in the bank. I've already learned how to conquer the killer bearinas without getting injured. I may have this game too down packed, but we'll see how we can continue to putter along. Definitely when we get to the apes, that's going to be a good test of might. And probably the hardest snow as well. They're going to be, unless I've already done the hard snow, I don't know. We're just going to might need to just keep going around islands until we realize what islands we haven't done yet. But these are our gorgeous little nichelings that we have here. We've got Cool Cat here, who is breeding partners with Nuku. And they've had these 3 little gems here. So I believe Ra is the oldest. Then we've got Kaya. And then we have our first fanged beak out of this pair, which is Ladybug. Very fierce. Then we've got ourselves Kimi and Chidorina, who have not found partners, but they're still open-minded to find partners. I think are they siblings? I can't tell when the colours are. No. I think they're the white line, and Kimi is the blue. So that's actually Cool Cat's sister over here. Then over here we've got ourselves our beautiful Syro, and she's got 3 sons, I believe. She's got Boyo, she's got Cobra, and then she's got a son that's gone on an adventure, I think. Let me just double check. Oh no, she only has Cobra and Boyo. Alright, okay, so that's those 2, and their dad is over here. Rickson is their father. Then we've got Rasaya here, who... Oh no. Rasaya and Syro together. Nishan's keeping me on my toes. We've just got a fierce bunch here, including our new member of the tribe Terra, who is paired up with our lemon, our little Lemia, who's our little lemon baby. So they're going to be breeding next turn and having a little baby. Devin, I haven't played niche in a while. Yeah, girl. I gotta kick you back into gear. Get you back into your niche vibes. We do have some bearinas here, but these are friendly bearinas. They're sweet. We like them. Over here we've got Shazza, and she's having a lot of black kitty cats. So you've got Black Cat. It's one of hers. And she has 2 other sons, which is Luriel and... Who's your other son? thought she had another one. Black Cat, Witch, and L'Oreal. So they're her three, which are interesting, fierce-looking cats. Black Cat and Witch don't have the strongest traits, but they look badass. You wouldn't mess with them, especially Witch. She looks really, really cool. She might be hiding. Yeah, she's over here hiding. Strangely blending in, even though she has no camouflage whatsoever. But we have Witch here, who looks so cool with the purple eyes and the black getup. And then over on this side, we have another family line. This is Kara and Taru's fierce crew. They all have the cracker jaw, which is interesting. We've got a Claire, we've got Moja, and we've got Frank. Not all of them have very strong traits to take on killer Barinas, but I feel like we've got a pretty solid tribe overall here. I don't think there's much more we can do. I believe I ended the day like with all the moves before I finished up last time, so we might as well go to the next day and get the flow going and see what we have come up. Which will include, I really want to get these guys breeding. Let's just make sure that we haven't had, I didn't hear anything, but make sure we don't have any predators coming in. No, everything looks fine. We'll get these guys to breed together. I think I already did their genetics, so that's all fine. And we'll have these guys breed up, and then Lemia just needs to find herself a nest. Usually the nests I have in tall grass, and I don't, because I like to keep them safe, I can't find any nests. She can pop a nest up kind of anywhere. I wouldn't even mind her popping one here, because that way she's got access to any coconuts that fall. So let's get Sally out of the way. She can sit up here, and that can be a good spot for her to set up and have a baby. I always like keeping the babies in the grass on the Killer Islands, because if a Bariana does come, it gives the offspring more chance to blend in. The good thing about Killer Barianas is even though they're hard to take down, because they've got 3 defense, so you need to have more than 3 attack just to start damaging them, and then you need to hit them like 25 hit points. They've got 25 health when they spawn in, which is a lot more than the 14 of the normal Barianas. So they're a good challenge, but their eyesight isn't as good as the normal Barianas. So as long as you've got like 5 camouflage, so if you've got the right color, you're further enough away as well helps. But if you've got the right color for the grasslands, which is chestnut brown fur or moss brown fur, and you're hiding in grass, that's enough to have you camouflage. Or if you've got stripes and you're hiding in long grass, that baby is going to be safe no matter what. Because that's handy what you can know. Like, if these Killer Barianas only have a visual, they're sight predators. If they only have a sight of 3, if you've got any camouflage that is higher than 3, you can hide right next to them. For example, Lemia, she could stand right next to a Killer Bariana right now, and he could not see her. So that's kind of been a little bit of an easy way that I've been handling this challenge. We've snuck up on a few with our little hunters and huntresses to protect the tribe, which is actually kind of spreading out a little bit when I come to think of it. We've got a few that are spread out a little bit, but I feel like that's not too big a problem. I'd like to maybe we'll push out Cobra, who is still part of the Safari vibes, Savannah vibes. That's been in the family for a little while now. And I'm going to bring their dad back over, with maybe the help of Boyo. Boyo, do you want to help your dad being able to see his way back over? And I'll let these guys have another child together. I should probably not leave Cobra on his own like that, but there's no birds, so that's fine. Pop her right back over. And boy, I might as well take out that bundle. Okay. Was there any other babies I was wanting? I've stopped breeding those guys. I've stopped breeding those guys. And I think I've got to breed these guys once more. Interesting. Okay. think it's because I still need to get there. No? Have I decided to keep breeding these guys? And why? I think I wanted to try, because they've been having okay babies, to try and get that berry snout coming through, because I think it's recessive for both of them. Oh no, it's not. Why am I breeding you guys again? Oh, because we need the K gene for Cool Cat. Yeah, okay, that's why. We need to try and get that K gene for Cool Cat. So I'm not even going to try and bother sorting this out because we don't have that many breeding partners anyway. Let me just make sure that I've already given these guys what traits I want them to pass on. So Lemia, I'd like Lemnia to pass on the J gene, and the home immunity is handy as well. Hey Janita, how are you darling? Welcome on in. We're doing a little bit of niche. Gotta love a little bit of niche. I'd love to know what your highlight is for today and how you are. I like being a little nosy. I'm not sorry. And then we've got Lemia with our new member Terra. And Terra, I think he has the H gene that I would like to try and pass on. Is there many H genes already? There's a few. But the J gene? There's not too many J, so we'll just see what happens. Usually when you have Wanderers come in, the traits that come through are not super stable compared to my very refined breeding lines from my older family lines. But we'll see what comes through. So I think they're all the ones. I'll get these guys to breed again because that's apparently my intention. With her being looked over by her big brother, I might get Cool Cat. Yeah, get her to pop over. Say hi to her mate. Run back. Huddy, did you just fart? Hudson's lying behind me. It smells like a fart. Very much smells like a fart to me. Don't want these guys to be too ambitious because we don't have the strength in this bunch here. So we just gotta be, I just want to be a little wary about that. Oh, found a nest. You've got Nuku here. And we've got Kimi, who's helping with a lot of the clearing as well. Chitorina. And then see Janita. I don't know what highlight is, but I'm coming. I'm on the couch with. I'm chilling. Okay, I'm chilling on the couch with my rats. Rats or cats? Rats are a little bit more unusual, but they're a quirky little pet. Pet rats are really, really cool. And even though a lot of people are like, oh, I really don't like their smell, I kind of find their smell intriguing. That sounds like a vibe though. Super comfy. Rats, not cats. That's a vibe. Are they big ones or they tend to be a little bit smaller? My friend had pet rats. Were they mice? Oh no, she loved them. I found them quite cool. But at the time, I had a pet snake, so we used to make a few jokes about that, that she was not impressed with. But no, rats are a really quirky pet. Rixon, why don't you go on a hunting expedition? And we're just going to keep clearing because our goal is, on this island, is to clear the whole island before we go onto the next island, which is going to be interesting. We can only take 5 nichelings, but we're going to the dangerous jungle. This is the hard killer level of the jungle, which I don't think I've ever experienced before. I've never experienced apes before. So that's going to be interesting, but I feel like we should be able to handle it. David, I would love a pet rat. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Would they be much different to a, what do you call them? Do you call them hedgehogs? Like, your little, I can't remember. We don't have hedgehogs in Australia. They are huge and on diet. Enough said. An overly happy rat. That's hilarious. That's so quirky though. Alright, well we might as well just get these guys to keep clearing. The benefit with these guys are also the fact that they are very... they're surrounded by lots of healing fruits, lots of healing nichelings with all the kitty cats. They're probably the safest. They're very, very safe. I don't mind getting a bit of numbers up. I don't usually like having too many numbers just because it gets a little bit slow and chaotic. But in this circumstance, I don't think I mind too much because it's kind of why don't you pop out and you can grab some of that meat? Because I'm wanting to try and get the spring fever where we can breed 10 nichelings at the same time. Like on one day, breed 10 times. And we kind of need a lot of nichelings to do that. And I feel like this could be a good island to do it. We've just got to start spreading the genes. Because of course, I've still got my own little mini challenge where I don't interbreed maternal lines. So that's why all the different family colours, you've got different colours on the chest. I got maternal lines running. And I don't want to be interbreeding across those. Alright, what's going over here with these crackers? Got little Frank here, he's very cute. Pop him over there, and Mum is going to pick up those nuts. Got Taru, he's getting a little bit older now, but we're just going to keep doing our clearing and exploring as much as one can. Moja's actually got some good collecting ability. Yeah, so we can actually collect off that bush pretty easily. And then Eclair is kind of a little over on her own, but we'll just keep an eye out. We also need to keep an eye out for rogue males. We haven't seen any, but they are around. Gotta keep an eye on them. They're very pesky. I mean, it'll help with keeping different genetic lines kind of going through, but I'd like to try and keep the bloodlines pure as possible if I can. Devon Hedgehog! And I'm not sure. They'd be a lot less pokey. Yeah, because, okay. What do you guys reckon would be the main differences, like, not just obviously look-wise, but, like, personality and behaviour-wise between a hedgehog and a rat? I'd be intrigued, because I have a bit of an idea about rats. I don't know hedgehogs, other than what's in movies and shows and in games. Alrighty, guys. We do have a few babies. I wasn't expecting a toxic baby, though. Oh, my gosh. Guys, we just got a toxic cat. A blue cat. I feel like we've just stepped into a Dr. Seuss, like, novel or something. We've got a blue cat with a hem and tail. All runner spec. Cute with the stripes. What is going on here? Still got the horns recessive, which is good because we're going to want to bring the horns through. That's very important. Good eyesight, a purse snout, toxic body with the spiky body recessive, which is interesting. Very adapted to running around. So it looks like we've got an interesting nichely. Luckily, even though she won't have a lot of camouflage, she won't to sight predators, aka the Barinas. She's not going to be very delectable, so that's going to help her out. But she is quirky. We got to find a cool name for her. I was thinking even something like Sky would be quite fitting. Simple but nice, right? Devon. Yeah, I wouldn't trust the movies about hedgehogs. They are not as fast as Sonic. But they look as cool. Janita, they are both active in dusk and dawn. They are very different creatures. Yeah. I feel like... Do hedgehogs, like, are they soft? Or do they actually, like, prick you? Devon, they also eat cat food? That's fair. I feel like most things get into cat food. Alright, so we've got a beautiful Sky here. He's got the H gene from Terra. And did I see the home immunity gene? From Lemia. The opposite of a lemon baby, may I add. But at least she's got the double... she doesn't have the deformed paw from her mama. But she's very quirky. She's very interesting. So we'll let them try and have maybe one more child. How quirky. Now I've got two more babies. We've got one in here. We've got another kitty cat. Coel at the moment, which we might change the name of. The purple eyes, all these violet eyes coming through look hectic. Hectic. Like, I feel like calling her, like, kind of mystic. Call her mystic. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Welcome to the crazy jungle, Janita. Thank you for the follow, darling. Yeah, we're going to be going to the jungle next, so that's very fitting. In fact, me singing that song was when we were in the jungle in Niche, so it's, like I said, very fitting. But thank you for the follow, darling. Welcome to the crazy train. Oh my gosh, the round ears are just the cutest thing. We've got a Hematail. The Hematail keeps popping up now, which is really cool. Like, I'm actually really enjoying the earthy tones, like the very chill earthy tones, but with the violet eyes, just go kapow, kapow. My pleasure, Janita. Yeah, very, very cute. I'm actually really liking how the stripes are patterned as well. Mystic, she's really, 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 really cute. Now, was there a reason? I think I needed a girl, didn't I? So we managed to get our girl as well. So we can stop breeding these guys. We'll let them have a break. They produce some gorgeous, unique nichelings. And Saro can have a break as well. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, she's cool. She's very badass. I'm enjoying that. Alright, and then... Oh my gosh, we just had twins. Now that is a ladybug. We've already called a ladybug though, so we can't call... Her sister's already called ladybug. But we've got, what is it? Ratar and... Must be this one here. Oh my gosh, they are so cute. And the fact that they look so similar, even though they're still different, is a cool concept. Okay, so we should probably start with Ratar. We need to give her a cool name. And it can't be Ladybug because her sister's already Ladybug. But Ladybug would have been fitting. I reckon Sally could be just cute and subtle. We're going to call her Sally. And then her sister, Sally, and... I'm going to keep it real. We're going really basic names for these guys, but we've got Sally and Laura. Ladybug back upside down. How did you do that? How did you do... I don't know if I can use that. I don't even know how you did that. I'm going to see what it does if I try and put that in. Oh my gosh, it works. We just call her Lady for short. I can't believe that actually just worked. That's amazing. That's amazing. Well done, Devin. Alright, let's see their traits quickly. Let us see how they will be able to adapt to the island. So we've got the big ears, which means they've got extra hearing, which will be helpful. Their hearing is better than a killer berry sight. Per snout means that we can do healing. Has strength in the big body. She's actually able to attack, get an attack on a Barina. It would only be one. But she doesn't have a lot of camouflage because she's got the spots. So... But she does have the chestnut brown fur. So she's got enough camouflage, I think, if she hides in grass, that she could go up and potentially be useful in a bear in a fight. And then her sister Laura, looks like she's got similar traits. Only difference is Lady has one more collecting ability. And Laura's that little bit faster. But the moss brown fur means that she's easily blending in color-wise. She just doesn't have the stripes. So once again, she can kind of sneak in if she's in tall grass. So that's not bad. That's not bad. And we're kind of wanting to get the K gene. Did we get the K gene? Yes. Amazing. So lady here actually did get the K gene. So I'll let these guys stop breeding. Oh, stop breeding as well. They can have a break. And Nuku can be going back to being a snow baby. He's got cool colors. I don't mind Nuku's colors. He's pretty cool. Alrighty! Exciting stuff. Alright, we'll let Ladybug have her second gem. It doesn't look like we had anything fierce spawn, but that's all our babies popping up. We might as well have Cyro. She can pick the berries there, I suppose. She's got to stay with her little one. But Cobra's now old enough. He might start venturing towards his brother and dad. Help with some of the clearing. Yeah, I guess these guys can just head back towards the rest of the tribe. Don't want them obviously going too far from the rest of the family, but at least spreading out means that we can see more. Is there really nothing there to... That's really annoying. I'll clear that anyway. She can do what clearing that she can with a little kitty cat child. Got Syndrome here. Oh, we found the nest that we got in seeking before. Terra won't go too far from his partner. Then we got Liriel here, has just grown up. We'll let her do some clearing as well. Miki, maybe Miki can bear herself over in here as well. Just trying to clear as much as we can. These guys, I might get them to start heading towards the rest of the pack now. Witch is being well looked after by all the Bearinas. She must have a way with animals with her witch energies. You can just get that bush out of the way. Then we've got little Kara here with her son, showing him how to crack open the nuts. And then we've got these boys out exploring over here. We could do some collecting over here, do more exploring. Eclair, I don't really want Eclair to be left too far behind, but she's safe in the bushes there. We've had Ruby. Ruby's just kind of gone off and been doing her own exploring. She in grass right now? No, she's not. I might pop her into some grass. Good way to know if she's in grass is here. It will go green. It will say +2 for hiding. She's definitely in grass then. Ladybug. Maybe Ladybug can take Ra's place. And we'll have Ladybug pop up there. We'll have Dad can start doing some more clearing out this way. Kaya's not too far behind. They might actually end up meeting up with Ruby. I wonder if Ruby and Ra would make... No. No. We don't mix genes here. They both had the I gene. I believe Kimi, yeah, she can crack open nuts, and so can Chidorina, so she might actually enjoy being around that bush a bit. So this here is a toxic berry bush. Kimi definitely cannot pick from the toxic berry bush, but she can at least let everyone know that it's there. There's not much the cool cat can be doing while she's looking after the kitterlinks. And then Rixen, I guess Rixen can kind of follow pursuit, do some clearing. Yeah, for a killer island with lots of Bearinas, we've got a very interesting bunch here. Alright, let's see what our next day entails. Alright, still no baddie spawning. We've got a peaceful bear here. Which is handy to know. I think I noticed him being around before. He may have been... How long do they live? 1 year. 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 1 year Oh, they live forever. So here's the one that's kind of been with us since we got on this island. We've been on this island now for 30 days. And Witch has grown up surrounded by her Barina buddies. She kind of needs them because she doesn't have, like, much defense against any killer Barinas. But we could probably set Cheetorita here. Oh, she found a nest. She can pick those. We can have Kimi clear up that little section. Nuku do some clearing as well. We've got to push the little babies out so that they can grow up, learn how to be independent. Can't spot any other wanderers. Cool Cat can just chill with them for now. Kaya. Remember there's a nest there. And Ra. Oh, he's found another nest. Make sure there's no sneaky rogues around. No. And now Mystic is old enough. We'll push her out. Gently, of course. Pick as many berries off that one as you can. Alright, she can't do much with that bush there, the toxic berry bush. Crowbar's doing some clearing. We haven't cleared this little section here, so maybe that's what these boys can look into. I think maybe Lemia was on that mission and then she found herself a boyfriend, so that didn't last very long. Hey Ted! Welcome in, darling. I hope you're well. Nice to have your energy popping in again. Alright, we'll have Sky. Gently push Sky out and let these guys try for another babby. I know you eyeing off my baby, but you can't have her. She's ours. She's our bubba. I guess Sally can just do some more of a clearing. Mickey. L'Oreal. I've kind of met up with Ranku. Then we've got Rixen. We're really clearing this space up really quickly. Black Cat can follow in as well. And then we've still got Kara here. Showing her son how to collect all those nuts. I've got Claire here. She can actually pick from these bushes because she's got the toxic tail, which looks so cool on her, may I add. So she can actually pick from these berries. And then Moja has got that selection of berries to pick from. Oh! Hello there! We've just found a new wanderer! Kuklao! Hello there, dear! Oh my gosh, the beaver tail looks so fierce. She's got recessive horns, which is good. Good eyesight. A long snout. She's got a lean body, which is interesting. We don't have any lean body nichelings at the moment. She does have a deformed paw, but she's also got the claw. She's got the runner legs. A beaver tail with a swimmy fishing tail recessive. There is a few fish around, I suppose. She's got all the camouflage that she needs in her coat colour. She doesn't have a pattern, but having this coloration is going to help her a lot. So she'll be able to be safe enough, but she can't do any damage to any of the killer Barinas. So she's going to be one that kind of lies low a bit. She's definitely an explorer because there's not much else she can really do, but she's definitely just as welcome into the tribe. I might be dying. Jed, Mr. Ted, why are you being... What's the drama for? What's going on? Oh dear, darling. Going to a doctor someday soon, hopefully. Yeah, no, rectum bleeding does not sound very good at all. Please see them very, very soon. Very important. Is it very uncomfortable? Our bodies keep us on our toes, don't they? She's actually able to do hunting, so I might, and she should be pretty, she's not overly stealthy. She's a little stealthy, but not a lot stealthy. Um, these guys kind of keep doing exploring, but she might be a part of our genetics. What genes does she have? G and I. Got a few eyes around, but she might end up contributing to our spring fever challenge. Hopefully. All right. Who else have we got here? We got Witch here. Guess she might as well use that bush, pick some berries. Just remember where her berrinas are. And then we've got Ruby here, who I might get her to take out that bundle, and she gets to beat Ra. She's actually just met this side of the family. I believe she was a similar age to Cool Cat, but they didn't have too much to do with each other. Squisha and Pitcher. Squisha's so cool. And Pitcher looked pretty cool. And they had the beautiful Ruby, Ranku, and Syndrome. And they're part of the pink crew with Squisha. Oh no. No, she's red. Of course. And then we should have Cool Cat was with Sparrow and Ronan. So from memory, they were actually different parts. Like, our Sparrow was down in this area and Squisha was up here when they were born. So this is kind of like a bit new, them interacting with each other. Tadna, just when you have to use the bathroom. Oh, darling, really hoping it's just a tearing the tissue. But that's it for me. I got to head out, help my friend because he's still trying to go fast. Stay safe, everyone. Bye. Thank you so much for popping your beautiful energies in, Ted. I send you lots of energies of health and regeneration. And I hope you have an amazing afternoon. Send you love and light, darling. Okay, with this crew here, I think we've done everything that we can kind of do. So let's go the next day. Oh, look at these guys. Okay, so we have had a Barina pop up, but it's just a normal Barina, so that's probably something to easily take care of. Everything else looks pretty fine. So he's going to come in with all these guys around, especially our fierce Shazza and Ranku, so I don't think we've got anything to fear, but we do have a new little baby. Oh my gosh! She looks so cool! Oh my gosh, she's like a she's like a sun baby, but like a real subtle one. She's really, really, really cute. I love her. I'm gonna call her, she's not really moon-like. I'm gonna call her LaShine. Cause why not? Cause why not? She's really, really cute. She's got the horns recessive, which is good to see. She's got a cute personality. She's got a big body with a heat body recessive. Heat body, interesting. Double claws. Oh my gosh, look at her strength. She's fierce, y'all. She's got the stripes, so she does have a big benefit from having the stripes. Doesn't have the coloration to help her blend in, but she's pretty fierce. If I was a Barina, I'd be pretty scared. She's extremely fierce. Not very fast, but very, very fierce. That's a cool niche. Imagine if she had the horns too. Oh, oh. Give her like a berry and a snout. That would be fierce. But she is adorable. I'm really, really happy with that. And that's a J gene that we're after. So I think on that note, I'm happy to let it settle. Let these guys have a break from having babies, because that is so satisfying. The shine and sky. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. I love it. Alrighty. So, I don't think that means we have any more babies. So now we're just waiting for the generations to grow up. We do have an older gen though, so we need to note that our older gen, which is looking at Moja, Taru, Shazza, Black Cat, Rasai as a dad, Miki, okay. What's our second gen? I think these are all our second gen. So, I think we're actually looking pretty good. We still got a little bit of time because who are some of the oldest ones here? Black Cat, Witch, L'Oreal, The Shine, Sky, Frank, Mystic, Cobra, Ladybug, Lady, Cacao. There you go, Lady. Laura, Claire, Kaya, Moja, Boyo, Ra. Okay, so we've actually got, I think, the next gen pretty set up. I think I'm pretty happy with that. But now I think we should probably take on this guy. He's zoned straight into Black Cat because Black Cat has like no camouflage whatsoever. But she does have a bit of a swipe on her. So I'm going to let her get a bit of a swipe in. And then we can have Shazza come in and kind of help finish that off. Vixen picking up any of the leftover spoils from the hunting expedition. Just having these guys just keep clearing. Might as well pick up the bundle. Syndrome. Can I clear some of this up? Selly. I think they're siblings, aren't they? Or they're cousins, so they're having... No, they're siblings. Cousins. I don't know. It's cute that they're hanging out. I love Syndrome's vibe. He's really cool. I don't think he had any kids, though. Then we have Sky. Terra. Oh, we've actually got a meal there. Might get Moja to get it. And then we can have... He's picked up, I think it's Kara's last day. I think she's taught her little son Frank very well of the wills and the ways. We might as well have Cacao. She can take out that funnel. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That bird. Where was that bird? I think the... Oh, picking up some meat that the... that our berryners have left, I think. A cat that can't fish. Interesting concept. Alright, I reckon Cool Cat will be bringing the little ones over this way now. Go over and see Dad. We're still doing lots of clearing. This is Kimi. If Cheetorina pops up there, she's got a better spot to pick up the acorns. We've got Ruby here, helping with a lot of clearing as well. With newfound Ra, who can actually pick these berries because of his tail. And he can dig out the roots, that's pretty cool. Can't dig up too many, but he can dig them up. Got Kaya there. Alright, these guys, they can start popping over towards the rest of the tribe. Mama can lead the way. There we go. We've got father and son over here, just doing some clearing up on their way as well. Nothing exciting at the end there, but we had to to get to the end to look. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's going to be leading to the next adventure. Oh dear, that's going to be interesting. Alright, we've got Taru here on his last day. Oh dear, we're at the end of a generation, so we're going to have a few passing away in the next few days. Alright. Hey Wyatt, welcome in, darling. I hope you're well. Love to know what your highlight is for today. Alright, so we lost 2 of our elders today. Alright. I reckon Syro will show these guys how to do some hunting. We've got Cobra here. He's got a cool tail. May not be like super useful, but it's cool. Might have them start heading down this way. Sister nearby, go look after her. And then we can push little Shine out. Guess you can pick the berries off that bush, Shine. Mom's going to take the nest. We'll have Syndrome, it's his last day, so he's going to go ahead and clear some of the path. Might as well clear that bush out of the way because it's got no more produce. Miki's doing some clearing. L'Oreal. Shazza, it's Shazza's last day. It's alright, she's got one of her daughters here with her. 2. She's got a daughter and a son here actually. I reckon Rickson for his last day, he might pop up here and see what he can call on. Ranku's getting a bit old too. Ranku looks pretty cool. We've got Frankie here, still underneath the tree. Moja. I guess he needs to do more exploring there. Claire's got a little bit of food here. She's actually running out of food here. Might have Cacao pop up and kind of tell the difference because we just lost, is it Roku? Wyatt, yes. Thank you for reminding us that we need to hydrate, so everyone, feel free to hydrate your nation. Thank you. Wait, I'm doing good. Just got back from Walmart with my mum, and now my highlight of the day is having no homework to do. That is a bonus. That would be a bonus. I got a bit of homework to do. I've got to do the editing that I haven't done for weeks. With sad news, because I lost a lot of content because the hard drive that was storing my videos on it corrupted. But to me, that's a sign for a fresh start. So I'm just going to simplify things, do less editing and more getting it out. So this journey that I've had, majority of Adam's journey, has been lost to the void of the universe, but we have got the last few days on there still, which I'll use, of course. And then I didn't end up doing too much of the Sims journey to don't think I lost too much of the Sims journey. Maybe a generation, to be honest, but I'm just going to put up what I've got. So my plan is to do editing today as much as I can get sorted, because I need to make up space on my computer. It is like chock-a-block. Right, Nuku. Ooh. My gosh. We got food everywhere. Right, cool cat. If you want to take out that one. And then Ruby can take out that one. Got to keep track of the rabbits, because otherwise they become a little bit too abundant. We'll have little ladybugs. You can pop over here. Lady can a little bit behind, I suppose. We've got Kai here. Doing a pretty good job with all the clearing. We've got Ra, who can actually pick those berries because of his tail. Ruby can as well because of her toxic fangs. Which snuck in and got that food. Hopefully it doesn't invite too many other predators. Alright, who's left? We might have the boys. We don't need to go over to this island yet, so let's have them... Oh, that might be a bit too good to miss out on. I might have these guys start heading back to meet up with everyone. Alright, how are we looking? Alright, next day, y'all. Why, by the way, have you added the last niches so I could start writing the story? No, I have not. So we're going to do that as soon as I finish here. And then we need to run up a few details from a few of our creators of said nichelings. But I will get onto it. Keep pestering me. I'm going to make sure that we do it. In fact, I'm going to put it on my to-do list today. Guys, it's nearly the end of October already. Where has the time gone? That's crazy. Okay, one of the things that I need to do today is niche tribe update. She's on there. Devon, next month. It's my birthday! Our little scorpion baby! I love that. That's so exciting. Have you got any plans for your birthday? Did you say you were going to be holding a party? Oh gosh, we just lost a lot of our elders. Oh dear. Scorpio season. It's gonna be. I'm excited. It's gonna bring on some big shifts and changes that I'm super excited for. So yeah, I'm gonna have a birthday party. Oh, we have a Bearina who's decided to come hang out with us. Who's this? It's a normal Bearina by the looks of it. Have we got the strength to take it out now? Ruby can give 8. Ra can give 6. So we can give 14. And then we can probably have Kimi come and pick up the meat. So we're just going to delve right in. Take control of this situation right off the bat. And then Kimi can pop in and pick up the meat. No hassle at all. Helps when you got a few nichelings too. Cheetorina seems pretty content with all the acorns that she's getting to pluck off. I might even have... Ooh, Nuku. Oh, mini hunting expedition, why not? You can have your daughter lady come follow. And then Laura might want to stick by her twin as well. Females tend to like sticking together a bit more so than males do. Oh my gosh, Kai, you've got like 3 roots you can dig up. 1, 2, and 3. Go for it. Might as well clear up that we've got that fruit there. Okay, they're all looking good. Might have these guys join the crew again. And Syro now that she's gone hunting. I'm gonna have Sally can start clearing those up. Make sure we don't have anything too pesky about. Might have Black Cat pop up here. She's very visible up there. I don't think it bothers her whatsoever. So Ranku can pick from these berries because he's got the poison fangs. L'Oreal, we're just clearing. We're doing lots of clearing. We're going to have this island cleared pretty quickly. And we'll probably be doing the next breeding round soon too. Maybe we'll put them together tomorrow. Cacao, maybe you can go in. Pick up this guy. Easy. Claire's managed to get some more berries on those, but she might need to move from that spot now. It's raining and there's still no berries on it. It's a little worrying. I might have these guys start wandering this way, I think. Doesn't seem like there's too much here for them all. They can just kind of clear as they go. I'm not too worried about any Barinas at this point because there's so many of them here and they've got the ability to move around that would be able to take control of that situation pretty easily. But I'm still just keeping the nest safe. Alright, that's everyone. Why, by the way, when are we going to start the niche tribe? So I did mention this at the start when I first jumped on. I was looking to do it next week, but I've got a niece that I need to babysit next week, so I won't be streaming next Thursday. So I'm thinking maybe the week afterwards. Double check that it's clear, but I think we might try and get our tribe going. Then hopefully then as well I have like all my editing sorted, so I'm just going to upload those adventures like immediately up to YouTube, so it's there, it's collected, it doesn't get lost like all the other things do. So soon, so soon. I am very excited. It's going to be so much fun. Alright, we've got another Barina who thought he could pop in and take us on. He's just a normal Barina, so it's nothing that we can't really handle. So Ranku here has a 9 attack. And then we've got a few coming from Black Cat, so we don't need to worry about this at all. And we might even have L'Oreal pop in and she can pick that up. And she can actually pick from this berry bush too because she's got the tail, the scorpion tail, so she's resistant. I should have probably... Let's see how old everyone is. I'm tempted to start doing some breeding partners. Okay, I'll do it at the start of tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do the last of the breeding partners together. I'm not getting too many nuts from this bush here anymore. I guess these guys can kind of pop down here now. How are we going over here? Well, it looks like Witch has summoned a Bunnel. I think it's Nuku's last day as well. But I have him pop down here. We can probably collect some of those nuts for his last day, showing his twin daughters where to find everything. And then we've also got Lady here. She can do some clearing. Guess we could have Ruby pick from this bush. And then we can do some clearing around this space. Oh, it's Kimi's last day. She's been with us for a while. Like I said, it's the end of an era, so we're going to be onto a new generation. Starting tomorrow, I'll pair them all up. And we'll get ready for another baby boom. Alright, let's get Sally to come join in on the adventures. Oh my gosh, this is a big horde of nichelings coming through. Look out, world! We're coming through and we're looking for adventure. I don't think we've even got anyone here who can dig up any of the roots. It's Cyro's last day. Oh dear. We're going to be losing, yeah, a few of our nichelings passing on. And then we've got Cobra come through as well. I think that's everyone. Alright, let's get the breeding partner sorted. Oh, go ahead, Devin! You're bailing at the time that we're about to name some nichelings. Oh my gosh, we just... Yeah, that was a big... That was a lot of older nichelings that just passed away. Alright, I think it's time that we get our breeding partners together. Let's see who we've got. So this is the generation beforehand, so I'll tuck them out of the way so that we don't get them mixed up. We're going to make sure that our that Kuklao, yes, she's in the bottom there. We've had some pretty cool nichelings popping in. Screesha, Maya Gojo, oh my gosh, she was so cool. Macy, she was really sweet. Got Pitcher, Tigro, love Tigro. So we had some pretty cool nichelings in that lot. So now, let's see who we've got here. So first up, I like color coordinating. So, oh, we didn't actually have many boys. Oh gosh. If we can have 10 of these females breed, I will double up the males. I like little Frank. He's got like cool little shoulder pads going on. He's pretty cool. Okay, so I think with that in mind, maybe we start with the boys. So with Moja, we'll just start with the boys. We've got I and G. I think I is more popular. So we're looking for females with no G. And then we don't want them to be part of the orange maternal line either, which I don't think either of these girls are. So technically we could pair Moja with all these females, which would give us breeding 5 times right off the bat. Let's mark them, and then we'll come back and suss it. Pink. I don't think we've got any pink lines, so let's just make the breeding color pink. And alright, we'll see how that works. The next boy that we have is Boyo, who'd be looking for females without the H gene, who aren't red. I'm going to put them over on this side. Okay, so Boyo can only breed with Eclair. So we'll pair them up. It could be the purple breeding group. Alright, that's Boyo sorted. Okay, then we've got Frank, who's looking for a female. Make sure these guys aren't related. No home immunity and not orange. Okay, so that's these 4 girls here. Could go with Frank. Okay, got white, blue, might make her pink. And these guys can be yellow breeding partners. and that's Frank. Cobra, I gene's quite rare. So he's looking for a female with no J gene, no G or red. I tuck them behind there, might help me distinguish. No J, no red. Alright, well, there's a few that have been paired up with Moja, so I reckon we can give him... Maybe Cobra can go with Sky. Let's make them a dark blue breeding partner. And then we just need to find a partner for Ra. Use a female with no H or blue. Looks like he can only breed with a Claire. But I think Boyo can only breed with the Claire, can't he? INH. H and red. So Ra can't breed with anyone. H and blue. Because the only one you can breed with is the Claire, and that's the only one that Boyo can breed with. Alright, well we can try and find someone for Ra, but at the moment we don't have a breeding partner for Ra. But now, let me figure out my breeding pairs. So, Boya and Eclair are paired together, so they're going to give us the G gene and the home immunity gene. Boyo gives me the H gene and the I gene. Then Moja was with the pink ladies. There's my pink ladies. And we should be able to have 10 this time round. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, but we've got to wait for them all to be able to breed at the same time. So we need to wait for Lashine to grow up. And then we're just doing a really, really, really big breed. And then that should be our Spring Fever achievement done. And then we can go back to normal genetics. But it'll be really interesting to see what comes up from this. Okay, so is that all your pink ladies there? Oh, Kaya and Laura didn't find a partner. I think we've already got a blue girl. Yeah, okay, that's fine then. And I also want to make sure the other one that needed to have a partner was Mystic, and she's fine. Alright, so Moja is going to be giving me the G and home immunity gene as well. Witch is going to give me the H and the home immunity gene. Ladybug, H and home immunity. Mystic, H and home immunity. Oh my gosh, there's so many H and home immunity genes. And Lashine is J, which is very important, and the H. Now, our next breeding partner is Frank, who has the yellow, which is these 4 girls. He's a lucky boy. Frank is going to be giving us the H and O mutagene. I don't think we're going to be needing too many with the H and O mutagene at the end of this. We've got the G and I gene. Lady is giving the K, which is important, and the I gene. Black Cat is I and G gene. L'Oreal is also I and G gene. I'll be keeping tabs on how popular these genes pass on. We won't breed them more than we kind of need to. Now, Cobra was with Sky, and Sky's giving us the home immunity and the H gene, and Cobra is giving us the I and the J gene. Alright, Laura, Kaya, and Ra all have the same immunity. They're all siblings. They got the exact same immunity genes. We'll keep an eye out for someone for Ra. I'm not too fussed with the Kaya or Laura find someone, but they do, that's fine. And we just gotta now wait. We'll bring them all together, we'll group them all together, and then we'll have to wait to when Shine grows up. Right. Oh, by the way, the Niche Trap story is probably going to be very long. Yes, it probably will be very long, and you know what? That is more than okay. I'm not fussed by that whatsoever. Okay, well, let's have the girls go to the male. That feels like that would be the easiest way to do it. Most of them are over here, so that will be easy for them to find. But we've got Boyo here, and Boyo is partnered up with Eclair, so she can basically... Oh, she hasn't got the strength to take out that guy. She can head to him now, so they're now paired up, that's fine. The next male looks to be Cobra here, and Cobra is paired up with Cobra's with Sky. That's useful, they're already paired up together as well. Kind of don't mind. I might organise the breeding partners and kind of get that getting semi sorted now. I'm not too fussed by doing that now. Moja has got the pink ladies. Let's get him maybe to pop over here to muster them all together. The pink ladies include Mystic, the Shine, Witch, Ladybug, okay, and then we've got Frankie, who's going to be the yellow ladies, which is Black Cat, L'Oreal, Cacao, Lady, who's all the way over here. But she's going to start following her nose as well. So we'll start getting those breeding partners together. And then, yeah, look to having some bubbers. Laura's been left here on her lonesome, but at least she's got a collection of... Oh! Where did he come from? Ooh, that's not a good spot for Laura. Oh dear. Where did he come from? He's a killer bear arena. He's a big boy. I did not pay attention to him being there. I don't know if we could sense him being there. Oh dear, she's not in the grass. Alright, Laura, stay strong, you got this. They're gonna have to deal with that. But the rest of the crew is fine. These guys are fine. We will need to deal with that though. Oh dear. Alrighty. These guys, I just want to keep exploring. Obviously it's getting a little bit crowded over in this space. But I'd like to keep these guys exploring and not running into killer bear hyenas. Alright, this is going to be a problem. We're going to have to look into this. Hopefully he doesn't see her, but she's got hiding 2 and she's got 1 space between us, so she's kind of like borderline where he can see her. He might attack. She does have a little bit of defense and she can heal herself, so she should be fine. No, he just can't see her. Okay. We might need to get out of this situation pronto, because I don't think she's got... If she hides next to the Bearina, I think she can just keep chipping away at him. Ready to trial it? She's got 4. I think she might be able to just chip away. She might end up turning into a warrior after this. Gosh. But I think these guys might want to be coming in to help. Ra can't. Ra does not have the strength to take on one of those guys. Neither does Kaya. So they're going to have to be taking it easy. But Ladybug is going to be heading this way, because all the yellow ladies are here. And then we've got the pink lady crew coming through, who will be matching up here. They're all going over here. Pink lady crew. Meet their partner to be. That's another yellow. Alright, I guess now we get to servicing them all. Is that a term you'd use? Okay, so beautiful Leclerc, let's get your genes sorted, my dear. So let's give you... I want you to have the horns. I think the horns and the good fertility are important. I reckon she would have Savannah horns. Then Boyo here. I want him to have a better tail. I think I want to try and get... Maybe let's go the Bearina head. And the scorpion tail. See how that turns out. Ryan! How are you, beautiful soul? Hello, blessed human. Oh, how are you today? How's the ankle feeling? And of course, I'll ask you what your highlight is for today, even though Stream Elements has already asked you. I'll ask you specifically. Hope you're soaking in the sunshine before the storms hit us later. I love storms though. Storms are my favourite. Alright, so that's Boyo and Eclair. So I'm going to breed them, but we're not going to have any babies yet, not till everyone is ready. Cobra has got fertility gene sorted, he's all good there. I need to change his tail. I think I also want to try and go Bearina snout and the scorpion tail. Ryan, I just got back from physio. I'm sore and tired, had 4 hours sleep. Oh dear, darling. So my highlight is having a nap after Brokey. Yeah, no, please rest, let your body recover. Oh dear, you're a worry. Such a worry. Alright, here we definitely want to get horns in. I reckon we'll go ram horns. ram horns, and do I want to keep the toxic body? I think I want the big body. So let's go ram horns and let's go the toxic. Oh, the big body, I think. Then I'll let these guys breed as well. Alright. Now, this is our main gentleman here. Let's get him to have full eyesight and full fertility. Witch is here. We want Witch to not have melanism because she's not blending in at all. And horns. So let's go no melanism. I reckon ram horns would look pretty cool. Then Mystic. Let's give her better fertility. And she's looking pretty good. Good fertility. And maybe we could go a stronger head. Maybe let's go the Barina head. Then Lashine. Better fertility and horns, I think, are important. I reckon ram horns for her too. So I might let these guys breed so then we've got these sorted. Okay, they're all being successful, that's good. And then, oh, no one's on a nest. Okay, good. Just make sure no one's on a nest. I'm not ready for babies yet. We'll have Clago here. Alright, this is our main man here, Frankie. He's the bachelor. And we also want to give him the better paw because he does have a deformed paw. So let's maybe give him... Let's give him the runner paw. And then Cacao. We need to give her the better fertility and we want to make sure this doesn't come through. Oh, she's got the deformed paw too. Alright, let's go fix the paw and the haemophilia, I think. So let's give her a runner leg and the better blood clotting. Vitana! Hi! Welcome on in. I hope you had an amazing stream. I hope. It looked fun. It was quite amusing watching you trying to wrangle those creatures. A nice thing to wake up to. Guys, if you haven't already, I do highly recommend going and checking out Vitana. He does streams as well. He does a lot of Fortnite, which I personally do not resonate with, but it could be down your alley. But he was doing Grounded today, which is a really cute little game where you're basically shrunk to ant size and it's like survival based, like in the wilderness, basically the size of an ant. It's really, really quirky. And his energy is just absolutely beautiful. We're converting him into an Aussie. So if you haven't already, please go give him a sus. He is a beautiful soul. Of course, Vitano, of course. Anytime. I love your energy coming in. Thank you so much. Oh, so much love. Ryan, have your niche murdered the enemies on this map yet? Nearly. I mean, murder is a bit of a brutal word. I'd say survival, but we are taking on a beast over here, which I feel like we should be able to take him on. He's pretty gnarly. He looks pretty gnarly, but we've got a pretty strong team. Not really, that's her on her own. There's no one else here who could help her, but I think she should be blending in enough to not have a problem. So hopefully that's fine. But no, puttering along. Yes, Ryan, our Australian maid, hopefully he's resting. I'm hoping he's resting after his physio event. Lots of sleep. Oh, it was a good stream. It looked fun. It did look fun. I so wish I managed to time it and clip that little section there when you're getting chased by the bug. You're like, oh, it won't follow me. That was hilarious. Lovelies. Hello, sweetie. Welcome in, gorgeous. I hope you've been well. Appreciate your energy being here. Feel free to share what your highlight for today is. I'd love to know. That is the same for you, Vitana. I want to know your highlight for today. I love it, Tana, how you like try and give it like the whole uh Aussie Aussie twang. You just need to hurry up and get your booty to Australia. We're converting him. We're converting him. I know you've got like a bit more of a complex kind of cultural background, but we're basically converting Vitana from a Frenchman to an Aussie. We're working on it. We're working on it. Vitana is an up and coming porn star. He had his first scene the other day. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if he was successful there. You know, it's just the vibe oozes. Jackie Lee, don't pay attention to what Ryan says about me. I am an Aussie myself. I understand Aussie bullshit. Of course I wouldn't. That is dangerous though. I'm a little bit worried about your shoey representation there. But I love that your head, if that is representing your head, is a Vegemite container. That is amazing. Alrighty, well we're on a huge breeding endeavor. We're spreading the genes. We got a challenge. It's called Spring Fever, and we want to try and breed 10 times in one turn, which is going against my usual. I usually pair out one male with one female. It just helps me kind of keep on track of everything, and I just like that intimacy. But this time round, we're going bold, and we're going to try and breed 4 males with the equivalent females, which would be 10 females, so that we can have 10 breeding events in one day. It's interesting. But I'm just sorting out their mutations now so that there's the best genes going across as possible. I actually love this part of it. The systematics is one of my Aquarian thriving traits. Black Cat, you've got some pretty good traits. We just got to get rid of the melanism. I might even just focus on removing the melanism. Even though it looks really cool, it's not beneficial in hiding. So we'll see if we can get rid of the melanism for Black Cat. And then we've got L'Oreal here. And L'Oreal, we need to get her stripes. I think I might focus on getting her stripes and the right color to blend in as well. So stripes is important, and then we want to either give her moss brown or chestnut brown. I think moss brown. I'm being drawn to moss brown. Alright, now I'm going to let these guys all breed with him. They were all successful. And then we've got Lady over here, a reverse ladybug. I'm going to have Frank go to her. And then that way we can definitely be clear with all the breeding partners. I think Frank had 4 ladies. Maybe he could take a few tips and tricks from Vitana with his porn star endeavors, or vice versa. But we want stripes are important. She's already got the color there, but we definitely want to bring in stripes. And I want a fierce ahead. Maybe we go the berry ahead and see if we can get those genes coming through. But okay, if that's there done, I just now got to get Ladybug over to Moja. I think most of our females have then found their partners and their bred, and then we can look to, because we're waiting on, who are we waiting to grow up? We're waiting for Lashine to grow up. So yeah, as soon as we have Ladybug pair up with Moja, we can actually start getting some babies happening. How's Niche treating me? Niche looks after me. It's just chill, it's cruisy, it's kind of getting back in the flow because we're going to be doing our Agnesco tribe adventures in the near future, where we're actually going to be getting our little creatures that the community have helped me create, and we're going to have a little storyline with them on a survival mission. So I'm hoping to start doing that in a little while, but I'm just trying to get on top of a lot of my editing and just getting back into structure after I had being sick, having uni, having my own little kind of dark side of the moon phase of, you know, inner work. So I'm just getting back my feet back on the ground now. So yeah, it's all coming into flow. But of course, Niche is just super chill, and I love the systematics and strategy. It satisfies me very, very much. It would be quite amusing watching you play Niche, actually, Vitana. Ryan Vitano is a very modest person when it comes to his career, but I told him to go for it. You should have seen the pics he sent me with the objects used in the seed. Oh my golly gosh. Having too much fun, obviously. I reckon Ryan is jealous. There's definitely some jealousy here. It's good to hear that Wyatt is feeding himself. That's very important. But Tanya, you just let him go. You just let him get it out of his system. Boys will be boys. Isn't that the term? Alright, these guys have already bred up. Good. We're clearing. We nearly cleared the island. As soon as we've cleared the island and achieved this spring fever achievement, we're going to be looking to go into the jungle. She's going to be an interesting one because we can only bring 5 nichelings. So we're going to have to pick the best genes, of course, to go. And there's going to be a lot of killer apes apparently. So this might actually bring me a challenge. I don't feel like I tend to get too many challenges in this game. As you can see, I have so many resources. I'm having no problems with losing nichelings to any of the predators. I kind of have this game down packed. So I'm definitely excited for a bit of a challenge. Alright, Claire, you can pick from that bush, and then we'll just get Terra to take it out. We don't need the it's getting in the way. I don't want the breeding partners to go too far from each other. So we might have Sky stick by Cobra's side, and then we've got Eclair and Boyo. Just get them to do some clearing up around them. The females look a little cute when they've got a little pregnant belly. I know you can't quite see Eclair there, but she's got like a little... Looks like she's got a pouch. No, it's meant to be a pregnant belly, but to me it kind of looks like a pouch. I'm too surrounded by marsupials, obviously. Well, you might as well pick those. I'm just focusing on clearing, because that's one of the things that I focus on in the game. I want to clear... We clear every island before we go to the next island. Why? Is there an end to niche? This run through that I'm doing, the end will be when we complete all the challenges, and then the challenge that we're going to the challenge we're going to be bringing in with the with our tribe, with our Nesco tribe, is mainly focused on reaching... I think I want to reach... It's going to be a long one if I make it that. See if I make it lower, but I was thinking if we set a day goal, so we survive 500 days, or if we survive 1,000 days, that's going to be our goal for our Nesco tribe. Alright, I think that's pretty good. I just want to keep an eye over here with the Celeberina, where the fierce Laura is taking on this Berina all on her lonesome. She should be fine because she's got enough camouflage. She's only kind of doing 1 damage per turn, but hey, we'll see how she goes. Alright. I mean, you didn't hit her. I don't know, she might just be able to chip away at him. He doesn't seem to see her. I'm gonna sneeze. Right, okay. I guess I'm going to be spending hours writing on this niche story. Yes. Yes, it's going to be a wonderful, not a waste of time journey of your story. I'm excited. Okay, this is our last breeding female, and then we're good to go. We can start booming. So let's have her pop down here. I've already done her genes. Have I done her traits yet? No, we need to make sure we do her traits before they breed. So... make sure she gets the stripes. And maybe work on... the rest I don't mind. Maybe stripes and no melanism. Because she's got the melanism trait there, so... make sure. Okay, that's good. Then she can... they can breed. And now we have a big boom. We need to make sure every single female is on a nest this turn. Is basically the goal now. Alright, that's 4. 5. 6, 7, 8. You guys ready? I haven't already achieved it, have I? It was breed 10 times in one turn. Oh! Because I did her one off, it didn't work. So we're going to have to do it the next baby round. Oh no. But we do need to let them have the baby so they can have another one. Alright, that was on me. That was my sketch up. So not this round, the next round we'll have a big baby boom. Might as well pick those. Because, yeah, we got to breed with all of them in the same turn. Miki can't pick from that bush. So that's why I want to make sure that the males stick by all the females. Mojo isn't going too far, but I'll just have him pop up there and he can... Alright, we'll be able to do it next turn. Alright, now, who doesn't have a baby to look after? Get you do some exploring. That's Rosia's last turn. Oh! Oh, that's a rogue. Well, it's okay. Most of our females have been bred with, so not too fussed about that. Clear that out of the way. But we do want to keep tabs on rogues. I usually try and clear them out. Ryan, would you like to know a fun fact? Is it a PG fun fact? I'll allow the excitement for a fun fact if it's PG. Alright, Mystic, my dear, I don't think you got any poison resistance, so you shouldn't eat from that. It's a clearing. Those things, they don't give you anything, but they're just annoying. So we don't want them around here. Okay. I think everyone's just looking pretty good. Watch the rogue. Alright, we're gonna have a huge baby boom. And then we're gonna go again for another round of babies. Oh my gosh, guys, we just had 10 babies. Did you see that go crazy? Why do we have a sick one? What have I done? How have I done this? Have I mixed matched someone? Who's sick? You're sick. Why? I thought I double checked that you were fine. Oh, you both got home immunity. God dang it. Gosh darn! I thought I had it all sorted. I had a feeling I missed one, hey. You think it's PG. Alrighty. What's your fun fact, darling? We need to find her a mate. That's not red, doesn't have star or home. Oh, I just said star and home. H or home. H. Home. H. She needs to be with Cobra. Mystic needs to be Cobra. Alright, she needs to be turned to a blue. I don't think they're too far away though, so that's fine. But we do have one sick child that we need to acknowledge. Gosh darn. I had a slip up, but I fixed it. I fixed the slip up. Dreamt is the only English word that ends with MT. That's cool. Quirky. Cool. I like that. It's really random. It is definitely a fun fact because I don't see how it's very useful with much else, but that's really quirky. Huh. Alright. I shouldn't have cleared all that because now we've got all these babies that we need to sort through, but let's have a gaze at who we've got. We have a Tabitha, who looks pretty fierce. I'm loving the colour coordination. She does have melanism, which we don't really want, because that means that she can't disguise herself at all. But she does have strength. That will help her out. Crackerjaw, relatively speedy. Overall, just getting rid of the melanism with Tabitha will be pretty good. Has the eye gene and the home immunity gene, I think I saw. So we don't need to worry about those. Sage won't count because, oh, he looks beautiful too. Because he is a deformed child. Sadly, that was on me. Then we might as well do these guys here now. We've got Ace. Loving the coloration on Ace. He looks wicked. He's got the G in home immunity. So that's G. That's home immunity. Big ears, which is good. Eyes. Cracker jaw, but with the berryness nat recessive, which is good. Good genes here. The tail's useless, but that's fine. Has camouflage though, so Ace is going to be able to easily hide from any Killerberina. Now we've got Koistar, who's a gorgeous little fiery red girl. I think I want to call her... I'm going to call her Blazin'. She's really, really cool. I love how she's even got the red horns. She's just fiery red. Big ears, which is good. Horns, amazing. Good eyesight. Poison fangs, I like that. But she kind of needs the hammer tail to give her the strength to be able to successfully attack a Berrina and leave the poison. But she's overall looking really, really, really cool. I like her. She's got the H and G gene. Alrighty, then we have over here Lara, which I think is pretty fitting. She's pretty cool for Lara. Her coloration is beautiful. I love that. It's so subtle. She's like a little fawn. She's like a bush fawn. Wyatt, I'm bored. There is nothing to play. I feel like I could tally the amount of times that you say that. It's at least once a stream, for sure. Once a stream. Wyatt. Well, what's some ideas? Does chat want to give Wyatt some game ideas? Have you looked at the game Grounded? That's pretty fun. We definitely have the J gene, which is good, and the home immunity gene. J, home immunity. She's really, really cute. So she's got horns, good eyesight, her snout, which is going to be able to... Oh, she's got some attack on her. Where's that come from? Big body. She's got a claw. And she can camouflage. So she's going to be, like, awesome against any berryness, killer berryness. She's got a vibe. She doesn't have the best fertility, but that's okay. We've got heaps of time. Fertility is a problem when you don't have like a lot of time, because you've obviously got to worry about food and whatnot. I don't need to worry about that, so that's fine. I think she's beautiful. I really, really enjoy her. Alrighty, and then we've got these guys over here. So here we've got Telenmi. Let's call her... Let's call her Tally. Cool that she's got the grey contrast. I like that with the hammer tail. I think that looks really cool. And we have big ears, big horns, cracker jaw, medium body, which is interesting. We haven't had too many medium bodies coming through. Hammer tail is helping, can definitely camouflage, but can't take on the killer berryness. Can take on the normal berryness though, as well as being like super useful at collecting food as well. So Tally is awesome. I think that she's going to be a strong member of the tribe, and she's eye and home. That's our eye gene. That's our home gene. Then we've got over here Anarena. We can just call her Anna. I like. Ooh. Oh no. She is really fierce, actually. That's pretty cool. I love the contrast with the orange and the red. Got the horns, good eyesight, the purse snout with the Berina recessive, which will be awesome to bring back through. Big body, bit of overall abilities here. Scorpion tail. We just needed more strength on there, so I think having the Berina snout will easily fix that problem. Doesn't have color camouflage, but does have the stripes, so the pattern camouflage. So we'll still hopefully be able to hide when need to. But she looks really, really cool. I really like her. She's got the H and I gene. So that's the H gene. That's the I gene. And then... Oh, I haven't double checked that we've got all these genes in here. K. K's important. Immunity. I. H. G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I usually go to 6. Because otherwise it just gets too many. Is there any F? No. Now there's too many of them. So oh my gosh, but look at Venu. Not what I would expect. That is really cool. So Venu actually has pink horns and claw color. So that's pink in these this color in here. Oh my gosh, he looks really, really cool. Where did that coloration come from? White and yellow, black and yellow. So we've got the white and black coming through. Beautiful grey. So these are antennae. The antennae allow you to know what the weather is, which I was wondering whether that was going to come through because I haven't been like kicking it out because it's kind of a fun little trait. So I've been keeping it in. Has enough strength to take on a Berina. Probably can hide enough. Has the poison. Venu's going to be a good little hunter addition to this tribe. That's going to be really, really useful. And the G gene from Black Cat. It's good to have as well. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. And then, last but not least... Oh, actually, I don't know if I looked at both these children, did I? I haven't looked at Venus yet. I'll go back to Venus. But here we've got Stonevarn. Stonevarn's actually got a mask. Very, very cool looking. Interesting traits. The deformed paw is going to be completely useless. The fishing tail, not particularly helpful. Actually, there's a few fish that swim in the stream. Actually, he might be a fisher boy. Recessive horn, so we can still bring that through. I like the head. Lean body recessive is interesting. The claw helps balance out the fact that we've got a deformed paw. We do have the scorpion tail recessive, but we could probably work with the fishing tail. We don't really need a lot of food, but it's still a fun little additive. He's got the colours. He just needs to bring the stripes to blend in. But overall, he's a cool, quirky little additive. I actually don't mind him. Stonevarn, he's a little bit cute. And then last but not least, I nearly forgot, we've got Venus here. Very sweet looking Venus. She's got very pink tones. Got the horns, Berina snout, recessive, got a medium body. Doesn't have enough strength to take on a killer Berina, but still enough to handle herself where she needs to. The hematail is cool. Got the colours she needs to blend in. So she's basically perfect in the sense that she can hide, she can collect, she can just kind of blend in with the crew. And she's extremely cute. So I'm happy with that. So she's got the ING gene. That's the I gene. So now we're going to give it a turn for the babies to grow up. I'll push all the babies out of the nest and then we'll do a proper breeding round. I think I want Mystic. I might get her to come down to her breeding partner so that's ready for the next turn. But not breed yet because we're going to have them all breed together. I'm going to get Terra to kind of help take out this guy where we need to. Miki, I guess we could just have her collect from bushes there. This is going to be a problem, so we're going to want to move this baby back. And then we might need to do some purring to kind of heal everyone that sticks around him too much. But I might get Moja to pop over here. I don't think we had a problem over here. In fact, he walked right past. It's like, I keep getting hit like little needles stabbing into me. So he moved away. Yeah, I can just have her keep tapping him because he can't see her. Makes them a lot less intimidating, for sure. Alright, well, I guess we just kind of keep clearing the space and exploring. Kaya's got complete. I think she can hide from this Killiberina by just being open in the space. We can have Frank take out the Bunnel. These guys will all move the next turn. We will have this a successful breeding adventure. We're so close. Keep an eye where that rogue male is gone. It's Terra's last day, so I'm just going to get him to see if he can find... Oh, he's way out in the ocean. Hopefully he's drowning. Oh, that's a bit brutal. Stay away, I say. Oh, I can pick up that dodo meat. There's lots of food over here too. They can't really pick it up. I don't think any of these girls have the ability to pick up any of these nuts, but... Hey, if there's a will, there's a way. Oh, that's fine, because this is his last day anyway. Might as well do a little bit of clearing and stuff whilst we can. She can't pick from that bush because she doesn't have toxic resistance, but she can just smash it. Nothing to worry about. Okay. We're going to get this achievement. We're doing it. So, the plan now is Little Sage is going to be having to continue his journey on his own. We're going to colour all the children before we push them out. That's a snow baby. A mystical snow baby, which is going to be cool. Push Ace out. We've got a yellow baby here with Lara. Okay, so now we do all the breeding in one go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's all those girls done. Now we need to make sure that these guys can all reach him as well. So we're going to gently push out Tally here, because Mum is going to go to Dad. Okay, that's 4. Now Dad is going to set himself up right here. We're going to push out all these little babies. So we've got another little snow baby here. That's 1. Got another snow baby here. So what am I up to? I'm up to 4, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 8. 'Shine, who was your mum? Was Lemon, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, 8. 9. You guys ready? 10? Is that it? Did I get it? Did I not just do 10 breeding in one turn? I got it! Made at least 10 times on one day, unlocked on October 27th, 2022 at 10:42. 10:42? What do you mean? You're saying that I already achieved it? Like earlier. That first time. I don't think I had. Anyway, guys, I achieved it. We've done it. We've got another one added to the achievement wall. Very, very satisfied with that. And now we're gonna have another massive baby boom. Gosh darn. We don't need that nest there. Get out of the nest. Pest. And well, I guess now we just... This Berina keeps trying to move away. We're just kind of doing the collecting things. Clearing the space because they blend in enough to not have to worry about the big scary Berina. We're gonna have a big baby boom. Like big. Miki can pick as many of these as she can. Alright, now I want him to kind of keep patrol because we do have that rogue somewhere. Oh, not on that edge though. See, we've got leeches there just waiting for him. No, you might as well. I'm not too worried about killer Berinas at the moment. We're gonna have a big baby boom. Alright, these ladies. Oh, there isn't any acorns in it. Now there is. Can you pick any of them up? Oh, good job! That was not expected. I think we can go the next day now. Let's see all the babies. Oh my gosh, so many babies. And I love how we've got a bluebird being here, being like, oh, yummy babies. The only baby that you can snack on is Sage. Poor Sage. He's just kind of like being, what's the word, banished from the tribe. But I guess we'll go through and now meet all the children. Which includes Yakia here. And Yakia is another one who's got the melanism, but my gosh, he's cute. A little squirrel bird. Doesn't have any traits to really help with survival, but he's cute, right? He's got the H gene, so at least we can be fine with that. He's got a few more females, so I think we're not having the strongest genes with them. Has she had a girl yet? She has had Tabitha. I might stop breeding her, because the J gene from Cobra can be still found with the other females. And these other females include... Cobra, who have you got? You've got 2 females. Yeah, okay. Because then we've got Maya here, who's definitely what we want in the tribe. The strength, the toxic ability, the colors, blends in. Maya is perfect. She is going to be so fierce. She's got the H gene from Mystic, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. But I do want to get a J gene from Cobra, and I think I want Mystic and Cobra to be the one to do it. Let's get Mystic and Cobra over here. We'll keep them together as a breeding partnership for the time being. Because Maya looks... she's going to be awesome. She's like perfect for what we're wanting in the tribe. Alrighty, so then over here we've got a few more babbies. I'll let these guys have their coloration. Here's a Mystic Snow Baby, so you can have his purple gem. And we've got Blazin here. Blue with the blue, it's really pretty. We've got Manganese. And Manganese has the home immunity gene from his ma. Have you had any girls? You had Blazin, who's a fierce girl, actually. I might be able to stop breeding them. Yeah, because Manganese, he looks pretty fierce too. Horns, recessive big ears, which will be good. Crackerjaw, Poison Fangs recessive. He needs one more strength, but that could be given with the tail. He's going to be able to blend in. He's going to be an awesome one to work with. Wait, I found something to play. Ooh, what are we playing, darling? So I think I might let Ladybug have a break from her breeding because she's just had some pretty cool babies. I'm pretty happy with that. Then we got Ethan here. It's very cute. I love the contrast. Big ears. He needs the horns, so he doesn't have the strength that he needs, but he will be able to hide, and he can still be an awesome collector. A few traits that can be tweaked on his... How is Ethan sick? How are you sick? How am I pairing these wrong nichelings together? I thought I did okay with this. Alright, well this is a good. How important is that H gene? We don't really need it. Who's your sister? Black Cat hasn't had a girl. L'Oreal has had a girl. 2 girls. Alright, so I think I might let Witch have a break from babies. I'm not even going to bother trying to fix. It can't be fixed. I'm not. I messed up, and I'm taking the cut for it. Poor Ethan's gonna have to chill over here with Sage. Oh dear. And then we've also got. Oh my gosh, she looks so similar to her sister Lara. Let's call her Croft. I reckon that's fitting for the 2 siftings, right? She looks really, really cool though. She's got strength on her side as well. Just need to fix that tail. But she's going to be, once again, another little warrior. These guys are awesome. J-Gene, very important. Want to keep the J-Gene in there. I think these are pretty fierce. I think I might let them have one more. Just because I'm really happy with how they're turning out. So they can have another child. Then we get Mikola. So Mikola has the eye and the home immunity gene, but we need that K gene. That K gene is very important, so I'll breed them again till we get the K gene. I think she's not going to be amazing at blending in and disguising herself, but I'm sure that she'll be able to have her part here and there in the tribe. But that's Mikola. Oh my gosh, we had twins. Oh gosh, I don't know what we need twins. But we got Cyro, who has the G gene, which is handy to know. And she's also a girl in that Snow Baby line. Snow babies? You guys snow babies? Oh, you are too. But we've already had a Cyro, so let's call her... I want to call her Thorn. She looks like a rose thorn kind of vibe to me. Why? I'm playing chess, and I'm on a roll. I didn't mind playing chess back in the day. My brother really got into it. And then we've got Dimstride here, who's the brother to Thorn, who's got the eye gene that we're after from Black Cat, which means I think I might let Black Cat have a break. She's had a girl. No, she hasn't had a girl. No, Dimstride is a different one. We have another Manganese. Oh, we're going to have to... So Thorn and Manganese are siblings. Oh. Thorn and... I'm going to call him Shard. He's cool. Doesn't have a lot of useful traits though. He's got a medium body, he's got a deformed paw. Can hide though. He's probably going to be more on the explorer side of things, but Thorn is awesome. She's very fierce, so I'm happy with that. So I think I might L'Oreal. She can have a break from breeding. Black Cat, who's a sister. I think because we've got one female line in it, I'm happy for her to have a break. Venu turned out pretty cool though. And then Dimstride, not so much. And that's Dimstride. And then over here we've got Mystique. He's got that eye gene from Cacao. Cacao, have you had any girls? No. Do I wanna see if she'll have a girl, because we wanna see if we can get that girl gene in there. So might let her keep breeding Mystique. He does have the attack on him though, and the poison. And he can blend in a little bit, so he'll still be useful. I'm interested in getting all these fishing tails too, so we can actually go and do some fishing stuff. And I think he didn't get the deformed paw. No, so that's going to be super useful. He's going to be a good little fisher. You've got Yakia. I've already looked at Yakia. Has the iron and G gene. Yakia is going to be one that's going to be able to hide, not much else. Don't have too many Yakia. I do have another Yakia, so we need to change his name. I'm going to call him to Humble. So make a Humble. Cute Humble. And I think that's everyone. I think I've done everyone. Alright, how are we going over here? He's trying to get away. You can't get away. These guys are fine as long as they stay in the grass. Ra can pick these berries because of his tail. They're content just kind of doing their foraging over there. Yeah, I think there's a lot of fish in these streams here. So we might have these boys head that way eventually. Frank is good at collecting these nuts. We've got Anna here. Might get her... She'll go on a hunting expedition and then Venu can help. Alright, we're gonna have to try and get these guys away from him. So I'm gonna just push these further in the bush. Might as well. They can do... Oh my gosh, there's so much food out here. Got Tabitha there. Keep an eye out. Okay, we've got a random termite mound. Venus is actually really good at collecting, so she can pick off that bush there. And Lara is like one of our warrior queens, so I think she's going to be wanting to head out and try and help with the exploration, but we don't want her next to this nicheling, so she can hang out next to Cobra. And Moja, you might want to head in here, and I don't want to go too far because he does still have a breeding partner. Not too much those guys can do there. And Tally. Alright. Sage here. I guess he can just see what he can find. Poor thing. Out there on his own. I think most of these guys have done what they can. Okay, let's see what's happening over here with this guy. So he's currently on 11 days left. Just keep chipping away. He's now 8 days. These guys can just keep chipping away as well. These guys are pretty good little all-rounders. They're just foraging like birds do. Vitana, Sneaky, and remind us we need to hydrate. Guys, feel free to let me know what nation you are hydrating. I am hydrating Australia. So Vitana, what are you up to now, darling? Are you chilling after your stream? Was it a long stream? Okay. I think there's a few more breeding partners that I have, so let's gently push out Maya. She's quite cool. Just laying in bed. Oh, lovely. Chilling. Because what time would it be for you now? Yeah, short stream. I was a bit tired. Yeah, look after yourself. Recovery is a good thing. Give yourself the chance to recover. Poor body. Big jolts are not recommended. 2 in the morning! Vitana, what are you doing? Sleep is a thing! Sleep is a thing! Oh my gosh. Dearie me. Dearie, dearie me. Alright, was there anyone else that I was breeding up here? Cacao, I want her to have a girl. Oh! Oh, we've had a pesky Verena sneak in here. Well, you can give it a 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. L'Oreal can pop in too and give it the kind of final blow, so it's not too big a deal. The twin should be fine. Let's get her in there to help out. Stonebarn is not worried. The twins are being looked after by our sister, so that's all good. Easy. Let's just have these guys pop either side here. With their coloration, of course. They are snow babies. One there. In fact, that one's fine. Just clear the nest there. There we go. Just need to give her a colour. Sleep Vitana. What time would you usually go to sleep then? Well, I'm trying to beat my all-time best rating in Bullet. In Bullet? What's that? Alright. Oh, we wanted to breed you again. Oh, I think I want that K gene. Alright, these guys have the blue gene. You can sit next to your sister. And then we might... I'm gonna sneeze again. So Vitani, you've like purposely set your sleeping pattern in order to be up for us Aussies. You're the cutest thing. Like, I think you're crazy because I need to go to bed by like 9 AM. But that is adorable. Why? It's a 1-minute chess match. Oh my gosh. That sounds extreme. Very extreme. Oh, maybe I'll just keep you here and let him come to her. If there's any more berries, you can pick those off Venus, and then Vanu can just slash dash crash that.
Ace, looks like you've got a little friend there, which Blazing can help pick up. Little knickknacks for. Mojaro is clearing out the space around him. We need to, I might push Ethan there. And then get Mama to not be near the sick baby. Which means it might get picked off by a bird, but I don't know what else to do with a sick baby. Ikea here. I don't think we're breeding her anymore. She's got her daughter here. She's got to be a fierce additive to the family. I think you're a snow baby. And you're going to be a water baby. Gently push you out and then I get you to breed dash back. She can have one more child. See if she'll have a female for us. Don't know if we've got any fish in here. Not that Tully can get any other fish. Right, yes, so you have to play very fast in order not to run out of time. Yeah, a minute is not a lot of time. Vitana. And I can't type. Probably because it's like 2 in the morning. Do you feel tired though? Or do you feel like your body clock is really adjusted to it? How are you going with convincing your partner to move to Australia? I'm still open to you know, like speak to her and convince her. I'm adjusted to it. Not an easy task. Yeah, not a large amount of people are as excited about change, moving out of one's comfort zone. But I believe you can convince her. You got this. Alright, I might go the next day now. So basically now we're wanting to just do a lot of genes unlocking and going to all the different islands. So now it's just basically clearing the islands that we're on. And yeah, clearing the islands, getting onto all the different islands, unlocking the genes on all the different islands. Basically it's just the snow genes now. That's the only genes that we are yet to unlock from memory. Let me have a quick look. Oh, what's that one? Swimming tail. We haven't got a swimming tail yet. Alright, well, we're still got to get the swimming tail. The spiky body, we need to be attacked a few more times. But I'm sure that will happen in due time. Especially if we've got apes following us. And then the last 2 genes that are going to be in the icebergs. Vitana, she doesn't see herself that far away from her family. It's understandable. Yeah, absolutely understandable. Doing my best. Hey, it doesn't have to be for a long period of time. You know, it could just be for a year just to experience it and then you can move back. If that wasn't where your heart, you know, was to reside. Oh my gosh, aren't you cute? I'm gonna call you Mimi. Little Mimi. And Mimi has the home and the H gene from these guys. And I think that's a girl too, so I think I'll let these guys have a break from babies. Mimi's really cute. Big ears, horns, good. Doesn't have a lot of the strength that we need, but I think she's a good staple. She's super adorable and she's going to fit right in with everyone. So I might let these guys have a break from breeding now. I think they've done a good job. Well done, guys. Good breeding machines. There you go. Eclair does look pretty cool, especially because they're orange gems. Match her look as well. She's very sweet. And now we've got little Mimi. Adorable. And we also have, I'm going to call her Nami. And Nami is very cute. Look at the round ears. I love that. We still need that J Gene. Are we not getting any J Genes? Where's that J Genes at? Oh, we've got 2 here. Lara Croft have the J Genes. Mystic. You've had a few girls. You had Maya and Nami. There's not many J Genes. He hasn't given like 1 J Gene. It's usually have 3 kids. I think I want to give them a break from breeding now. I don't like breeding them too much because I like refining the genes, and you can't refine them if you keep breeding from the same breeding pair. So, oh, Jerky Star. Vitani, I'm planning on staying in Australia forever. Hey, baby steps. You can't intimidate her with that, alright? Who knows, you might even move over here, realise that we are just all too insane, and then want to leave. I doubt it, us Aussies are amazing. But why, it's going to be so hard to get to 1200 in bullet. Hey. Challenges, we like them, right? Keep us on our toes. Love something that keeps us on our toes. Oh, Mystic looks so cool though. She's had some pretty cool looking babies. Like, Maya is awesome. But Nami? I might put a H there so I know to pronounce it Nami. But yeah. She's really damn cute. I'm really happy with that. I don't think she's got like a lot of useful traits though. But she's adorable, so that makes up for it, right? Atroda, a holy baby bomb. Yeah, babe, we had to have basically 20 children over 2 gens. So there's a lot. There's a lot of babies at the moment. But we did it. We got the spring fever trait, and we're nearly finished with this island. So I think what I'll do is I want to finish clearing the rest of the island, organize who we're going to bring to the next island out of this generation we've just had. And then we're going to try and brave the killer jungle next time we play. I'm going to try and get as much as my plans as I can sorted today. Look at my hair. As I can sorted today. Because I got a few goals on to, including a lot of editing. Because I need to edit and release some of these videos so I don't lose them. But I'm tempted to get back onto The Sims. I've got an end goal now. Like, okay, I'm kind of enjoying my Sims journey, but there's the Apocalypse Challenge that I'm starting to study and prep for in The Sims 3, and I really want to give it a go. I'm watching the beautiful Jude Sims play it at the moment, and I'm like gathering the information, and I'm loving how challenging it is. Like, it's like in-depth challenge. I'm going to love it because I find a lot of these games, I just, in a sense, kind of love the strategy behind them, love the fact that I know them and I know the ins and outs, but sometimes I feel like I just know them too well. Like, I haven't felt like this run through has been like a challenge at all. So I really want to do the Apocalypse Challenge in Sims 3. It's going to be so quirky. Alright, Dimstride, even though he's kind of useless to the tribe at the moment, he does have... Where's my purple? Oh, I keep overlooking it. He does have the mystic vibes of the snow. You need the space, baby, after the SO. But yes, please feel free to give another shout out to Vitana for me, because Vitana is absolutely gorgeous, so much fun, absolute vibes. So if you guys are not hanging out with Vitana yet on his streams, get onto it, because he's just a gorgeous energy. Beautiful, beautiful. Vitana, you're going to have to teach me some French. I've always been intrigued by the French accent. I've always been drawn to like the energetics of France. My name is technically a French originated name, apparently. I don't know how far back, but everyone knows that Jacqueline is a French name. So I just need to go to France. I need to learn the French vibes. Hey, maybe we could do some exchange, right? I'll help you with the Aussie stuff, and you help me with the French vibes, and my absolute pleasure. All right, well, it seems like we've lost Jed. He's working at the moment. He's trying to mod and work at the same time, but I'll fix that link so you guys can go hang out. It doesn't say. Well, that's okay, baby. I fixed it. It doesn't say when you were playing last, though. I don't know if I need to fix that. Hopefully not. Mr. Trainer. First, you're trying to steal the gold star from being first off the beautiful Devon, and now you're like hyping up Vitana and letting him down. The intent was there. The intent was there. That's the main thing, right? Alright, let's get Frankie to come over here and he can have another baby with Lady here. No walkers, mate. No walking furries. Gosh. While L'Oreal is here, she might as well go hunt. And then we've got the fishing boys. I kind of want to see if they can do some fishing. They've got awesome fishing traits, so like they might as well. So we'll have the fishing boys stick together. Mama had another child though. She had a gorgeous little May, so that means she did have the girl that I was after, who can also fish. And has some very sweet patterns as well. So I think because we've got the girl, I'll let these guys have the break from their breeding. No more babies, please. And then these guys. There we go. Oh wait, no, Frank is still breeding with someone. Oh, what's that breeding colour? Frank is still currently breeding. And he's his yellow back. He's breeding with our inverse ladybug lady. You're trying to do lots of mischiefs this morning. What else have you been doing this morning? Oh, do you mean just in regards to this stream? Yeah. I gotta moderate the moderator. Oh dear. Can any of you guys actually crack? Yeah, Thorn. Thorn is actually able to collect those. Thorn is just gonna be a badass, an overall badass. Super exciting. Dim Stride. Probably gonna do more of the exploring side of things. Telly's just exploring what areas are here. Guess we can have Kala is going to be kind of trying to be as safe as she can on her exploration endeavours. Ace doing some clearing as well. Lara's going head in. She's on a mission. She can't have any of that because it's toxic, but she can just destroy the bush. There's no need for a toxic bush there. Like a lot of this is now just kind of, you don't have the ability to eat that, so you can just destroy it. And I think Mayo's just going to be sneaky and destroy that as well. Might as well. And then we've got Humble here. He's really good at collecting and cracking nuts, so he might be better off going underneath the tree. Does his sister want to join? She can join. She's got very good collecting abilities too. And Dimstry may not be strong at some things, but he is a good hunter at least. Now, I love looking over these guys. What are we doing over here? Oh, the Killabarian has gone into the water. We can't follow in there because then we can't hide in the grass, but I guess we can just do some clearing around. Right, Ra can pick these berries. Don't want him to be out in the open. These guys are just really content over in this corner. They look really cool with the tail and the beaks. Alright, I've got Moja kind of semi-exploring. Manganese want to join. We might as well get all these guys in here because the sooner we clear it out, the sooner we can go to this next island. I'm probably ready for a break from playing anyway, so look at it as like divine timing. Alright, witch, my dear. Well, Ladybug can actually do a really, really good job of harvesting from this bush, so let's get her there. I guess Witch can go in there and help with some of this clearing work. So we'll take that bush nest away because it's all crackly and stale and it wouldn't be comfy for Mimi. Ooh, it's another Killiberina. That one's been there for a while though. Alright, we're gonna have to be careful of that one. Well, that one's been living on that side of the island for a long time. Alright, but at the moment, Shard is far enough away. Dimstride. Dimstride's pushing it. So we're going to have to be wary of this Killiberina coming through. Because none of these guys can do anything with him. But who can here? Thorn can. Thorn's going to be awesome to be taking out this Killiberina. Who else is nearby that can help? Venu, I think, can help as well. So I think I might get Venu and Thorn together, and they can help take out this threat. They're only teenagers, but they're fierce. You don't get a Berina snout for no reason. It's alright, nothing we can't handle. Alright, I think that's basically everyone, so I think we'll go to the next day now. Oh, wait. We've got to push out Little Croft, which is going to be another fierce additive to the team. In fact, she might even be willing to go and want to try and help out with this too when she grows up. But she needs to push out so she can get bigger. Big and strong. Alright, let's see what this guy does. No, he's gone the other way. But I think these guys are now going to be very curious about it. I think Varney's probably going to take it upon himself to try and protect the tribe. So let's get him to pop over here. So the only thing with Venu to note is he doesn't have the colour camouflage, but Thorn does. Oh wait, no, Thorn, I think you got a pattern, you don't have stripes, do you? Oh no. So Thorn's going to be a really good one to help with this as well. As soon as she's in the grass, she really blends in. Who else is going to be really good for this task? These two and Croft will be able to help out a lot as well, so she might bother to try and help out. Lara's already over here. Lara's already on a mission, so she's not going to be coming back. They're a little bit slower though. You know, they're big, beautiful and bulky. They're not... Oh my gosh, that's a lot of bundles. Let's make sure there's no other dangers other than that guy. Okay. I don't know where that rogue male went, but he was on a mission. He's gone. He's gone, skis. Gone, skeet. Alright. So many bundles in here. You guys are going to have a field day. I'm going to make sure that Sage doesn't go next to anyone, but he's able to do some clearing as well. And then Ladybug can actually pick from that bush. Keep clearing. Okay, so he's doing more clearing. Let's have Manganese pop in. In fact, Ace has got his final colour as well. May is actually another one who's going to be really useful to probably help take out. So I think we've got a pretty fierce team over there to kind of deal with that problem. It's got Nami out. Nami's so cute. Got a few little lemon babies over here now. No walkers. I love that. But that means Venus. Venus, you're not going to be very useful. Oh, why don't you buy the nuts with your brother? Because you guys will be very good at nut cracking. Why, May, have you been left on your own? That was a little dangerous. Let's have you next to her so that doesn't happen again. They're not falling on the other side. Alright, Shard. Dear Shard, I think you need to go the opposite direction to this guy. This is not your strength. And Dimstride, I think he should probably be working in the other direction as well. Got Anna. Oh, we had our baby. We've had a girl. Do you have the K gene? No. We want the K gene. We want the K gene. And saying that though, she's still pretty fierce. Big ears, berry in a snout. Which is super useful. Oh my gosh, attack 6. Big body. She's got a little bit of movement too, which is good. Have tail. Oh my gosh, Myra is actually going to be a very, very fierce member of the team. She's awesome. As well as being able to like crack open the nuts, easily collect from bushes. She's going to be amazing. That's a good additive, for sure. How old are these guys? We'll let them try and have another one. And we've got Tally is now old enough, so let's have these guys see if they can find some fish. See if the brothers can find any fish. Maybe we need to go over to this one. I think there's more luck over in this one, because this doesn't have any algae. Algae can be a good sign as to whether there will be fish spawning. Right, I keep going up and down and rating. It's not very stable, eh? Alright. Most of these guys are looking pretty good. We want to get little Mimi out from underneath her mother's chest though, so she can grow up. She's so cute. She's got stripes too. Oh, she's beautiful. I'm excited for that. Just kind of got these guys chilling. I suppose there's not really a heck load they can do. These guys are already going to take out this section. These guys are exploring this area. We've lost the Killiberina. He should still be taking... Oh no, he's not poisoned. Let's get you pop over here. Still got a good amount of food coming in. I think I might go the next day and just see what happens with this guy. Alright, I thought he might go over here to try and look at the bunny. So basically what's going on here is Venu cannot be seen. We're going to have Venu take a few hits in here. Thorn is not going to get involved yet because Thorn's not old enough. But that alone, with the poison, is really going to help. So we might have Venu just focus, be the only one focusing over here on the Killiberina. But I do want these guys to have one more child, because we still want to try and get that K gene. For some reason it's been stubborn. So we'll do that. I've got Sage here just trying to clear the space. It's a lot to clear and explore. Do have berries here, which Manganese is very good at collecting. Let's go in here. It's going to be cleared in no time. Anna can pop over and help though. Might as well have Moja help that. Moja, was I still breeding you with someone? Are you done? Do I still have a little pink? Yeah, I want you to have another baby with Lashine. Oh dear. Because they were having some really cool babies, so that's... They can have one more baby together. He was on a mission. That should be cleared in no time. Now these guys over here, I'm just gonna have, as well have Mraz come down here to help try to clear this section. Then got Nami there. These guys are just kind of chilling. I'll give little Mimi her other gem. She's so cute. I'll give Maya a second gem as well. I want to see what these boys can do with their fishing ability, so can keep an eye out for any dangers, but I've got them coming over here. Because look at that. Oh, I didn't want Tully to be the one in that spot. There we go. Tully has ended up being an escort for them. And then Frank, we're trying again for these guys. We'll have one more with these guys. We've done a lot of exploring in this area. That was an easy food catch. Okay, how are we looking? I think most of these I'm pretty happy to just kind of chill and wait for. These guys need to get into hiding though. They're just far enough away though. Okay. Let's go next day, see what this guy does. Ooh. So he's going towards the food, but he's actually only needing kind of one more whack. Or two. So I might have Vanu coming in. There we go, now we don't need to worry about that anymore. Okay. That one's sorted as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, 10. You only give 10 food! That big hunk of meat! My gosh. I make you work for it. Let's have it pop in there. And then we'll have Ra pop in there. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Do you have OnlyFans? Oh my gosh. Thank you for the follow, darling. Welcome on in to the crazy jungle crew. Appreciate your follow. And no, I do not have OnlyFans. We're just doing some niching. Nice, chill, niche sesh. Trying to help put my friend Vitana from France to sleep. We'll have Blazin. Alright, well there was a breeding partner here that I've been slacking. I wanted them to have one more kid, so let's have that set up. But we're trying to clear the island so that we can go to the next island. We're pretty close now to being able to do that. But we could probably have Lara doing a last of a bit of the exploring. We're pretty close to being able to find who's going to be going to the next island with us. Because this section's all pretty much explored now. We don't want anyone next to Sage. We have a friend. Hello. Who are you? You look pretty cool. Mimey. She's pretty cool looking. She's got a few interesting genes here. The spiky body, which means she doesn't have to worry about rogue males at least. She's got semi-camouflage. She looks pretty cool. I will give that to her. She does look pretty cool. The A gene is something that we don't have in the bloodline. I don't think she'll be good enough to take over to the jungle, just because of how unique the experience of jungle is going to be. But yeah, no, that's going to be a cool little adventure. Right, so we're just doing the last of clearing up here. We've just had another little baby doll. Myra, you should be blue, I think, because you just came from the beautiful lady here. But we've got Rigor here. Do you have the KG? No. Oh my gosh. He's pretty cool. He's very fierce though. He's going to blend right in with the family. He's actually perfect for this type of land. How old are these guys getting? Oh, they're fine. We'll be able to have another child with them. We've got a lot of nichelings at the moment. Like a lot. I'll pop him in there. But I think next day I'm going to start looking to who we can take to the next island. I think that is very important to start looking at. White Wolf, I wasn't able to get to 1,100. Hey, I think you were getting pretty close though. 4. Okay, you guys both have 4 fishing. We kind of don't want to completely clear out these fish. I think there's 4 there, and there's 3 there. So you don't want to be. Oh, more fish. Let Mystique have his colour. We haven't had any fishing nichelings for a while, so I'm kind of enjoying there being a few of them. These guys are just trying to clear those areas for us. These guys just took out a Barina, quite effortlessly, may I add. Not many nuts dropped from this bush, which is a bit annoying. And Humple's actually got his other gem there. May, I think you're meant to be pink. Who's your mama? Cacao. Yeah, you're meant to be pink, not orange. And we've got Maya here. She's just going to take out that bush, that's fine. Alright, I think we're just got to clear this one little section in there, and then, yeah, I think tomorrow we'll pick who's going to go to the next island, and then I'm going to leave it at that so I can start the flow of my day. Why, to keep going from 150 to 170? A little bit of the toss-up balancing game. I wish I had someone to play with. Yeah, no. Chess isn't something that I'm particularly drawn to, especially that kind of intensity. That game intensity. Oh! Did that guy just spawn in? We're meant to be going and clearing that section up, buddy. It's alright. Good thing we've got Lara over there. We've got a Croft ready to take on anything. Alright, I'm going to say this section's pretty well cleared up. These guys have done a good job. This has now got a dilemma because we've got a killer Barina in there, but that's why we've got Lara. She can just kind of go in and take care of it without like any problems really. She just goes here. She can't be seen. She's got 2 attack and she can just kind of show that Barina. Oh, Barina's about to pass away anyway. He's stunned there. He was the Barina that came from this side. So I guess she's just there to pick up the meat. It's useful. And let's have our Cobra. Have him in there, he can clear up that little section. Blazing can actually pick those berries. We've got a little baby here. And we got the H from the Shy, but these guys were having some cool babies, so that's why I had another one. The it's still pretty strong. That's not a bad nicheling. Actually, at all. Napri. I think we might need, I want to call him something like, let's call him Razor, why not? Hey Og, tribe tomorrow? No tribe tomorrow. I'm going to be trying to focus on, actually I'm helping Jed move a lot of things into his house tomorrow. But I think I might be doing it a Thursday, so today, like my Thursday, today it's probably not going to be to another 2 weeks time, because I've got to babysit my niece next week, and I'd like it to be all kind of collected, organised, so that we can all do it together. So it'll be in the next fortnight. If you haven't already though, be sure to put in, share in the niche channel, like a little bit of a personality and what your nicheling is like, if you haven't already, and sharing its 3 likes and 3 dislikes. And that way we can start getting a bit of a caricature together. Alright, really happy with that. Let's let these guys have a break from babies. And who's the other one? I think he just passed away. Well, that was good timing. And we're still trying to get a KG in here. Might get it. It's going to be weird going from like 42 nichelings to 5 when we go to the next island. But let these guys try again. We've got Dim Stride, who's actually a snow baby. Kia's all grown up. I don't think there's any other... Oh, actually. We've got a Mother Verena here. You can very, very easily see these guys. But do they have the attack? 369. Yeah, they've easily got enough attack. Ta-da! Would have preferred if they did fishing, but hey, you work with what you got, right? We just gotta wait for this Kilibarian to pass on, and then, because I've already kind of done a few moves, I'll organise all the nichelings tomorrow for which ones are going to be going to the next island. So we're going to be doing a different vibe in the next island. We are not focusing on the same strength that we're doing here. We need to be a little bit more nimble, a little bit more agile, a little bit more able to adapt to 3 different types of predators, that have 3 different senses. So we need to have the ability to be silent from hearing apes. We need to be able to be disguised from seeing apes, and we need to be deterrent in smell or scentless for smelling apes. So I think we're going to be looking to going probably on the small agile style of nicheling. So we're looking at having a lean body, because that's going to be able to make us quiet as well as making us scentless. Looking to have spots and a dark colouring, whether that is, I think it's black or yellow. Maybe it's yellow and red, maybe. I think it's dark red and yellow are good in the jungle. So we're going to be needing to have spots with a red colouring. Well, red colouring with the spots. The spots colour doesn't matter. We're going to want to probably have something along the lines of like a velvet paw, maybe 2 velvet paws. Definitely want the horns. Try and figure out what snout we want. Tail, maybe a cracker tail. Yeah, so that's going to be a little bit of what we're going to be exploring going into the jungle, but we need to be able to pick nichelings that are going to be the best for that. I think we do have a nicheling that has lean body. We've got so many nichelings at the moment. So Stonevarn actually has the lean body recessive, which would be useful. That's something to note. Although we can just breed it in as well. And then we're wanting to probably go something along the lines of, or we could probably even do maybe the digging trunk. I think you can dig up a fair bit in the jungle. But I don't think we've got any velvet paw, so we might need to bring in the velvet paw. Lean body, fewer spots. I know there's a fewer spots kind of scattered around. Spots would be really, really useful right off the bat. Although in regards to our offspring, the only one that seems to have spots other than his run-in is Makola. So Makola is actually probably going to have really good advantage. So anyway, that's what we're going to be putting our brain together to kind of click together very soon. What? Oh, by the way, I'm totally not going to be biased in the niche tribe story for my nicheling. Oh, no, definitely not. It's all about, having the observer's view, right? Wow, I wish I knew how to draw. Hey, there's only one way to explore it. There's no right or wrong way to draw, as long as you just express yourself in your drawing. And you'll find the way that you want it to look. And Ogklar like to hunt, murder, and play. We'll tone down the murder, because murder usually has a very twisted objective, but hunt, protect, and play. I like that. Okay, so I'm planning on doing that once we've completed this island. Okay, so after we had today, we'll organise which nichelings we reckon should be going to the next island, and then I need to have a break. I'll try and get those screenshots for those last two nichelings, which are Jet and myself. We created nichelings for the tribe as well. And we can go from there. But overall, we're looking pretty good. Nothing too much I'm too fussed about doing or getting. Yeah, I'm pretty content just to... Yeah, Razor looks pretty cool. Well, let's go the next day and then sort out who we're going to be taking. I'll do a quick toilet run first, though. Back, baby! Let's go! Alright, drink some water. Need water. Right, well, I want to draw the nichelings, but I suck at drawing. You can draw them, just simplify them. They don't need to be like, oh gosh and golly. They're just gotta be, just a simple way that expresses what they look like and how you perceive them. That's my lesson at the moment. Simplify everything. It does not need to be so complicated. Hence why I think I've been so behind with my with uploading all my videos, because of the editing process. I've complicated with the editing process. I just need to simplify it. Just throw out the VODs as they are. Well, look good is very subjective. Like, don't be giving yourself too high a standard on what looks good. Alright, let's tidy all these guys up. This is the old breeding crew. They're not going to be coming to the next island, so let's pop these over here. Boyo, Eclair, Mystic, Cobra. Heck, we'll tidy these guys up too. Okay, so this is going to be throwing us a little out of whack, because even though we've been breeding for a particular look in this island, when we go over to the jungle, it's going to be slightly different. So I'm going to acknowledge that as we move on. I'm going to group our females and males together to make it easier. Honey, what are you doing? Heidi's doing some laps. Alright. Boys, girls, easily separated. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Now, I think some of the best ways to determine which ones we want to bring is I might even do my... Okay, so this is a way that I used to play the game a lot, and I'm going to bring it into action now just to kind of... It's complicated. I'll probably get sick of trying to do it because I used to put so much energy into it. But it's a scoring system. So we want to pick the traits that we're wanting on the next island, and we're going to give each nicheling a scoring system that matches that. So, for example, we are going to want the... Oh. Yeah, no, we want the big ears. We want big ears. We want horns. We obviously want good eyesight. The head. I don't really know what to do with the head right now. I'm not too fussed. So we might leave that. We want a lean body. Then we want to have... I think we're going to be wanting to have... I think overall I want velvet paw. I know none of these guys have the velvet paw, but velvet paw can be handy. We definitely want to have the runner legs. Tail wise, I think at the moment I just don't want it to be that normal tail. The normal tail or any other tail that isn't like either a scorpion tail or a hammer tail, something that's actually useful. Color, I believe we want black or dark red. Because that will give us camouflage in the jungle. We want spots. And then the rest of these aren't super important. Obviously, the noting when we score them, where we put them. So this is how I score them, right? I'll go through and I'll be like, okay, I want big ears, I want horns, I want good eyesight, lean body, velvet paw, runner legs. If it's not one of the tails that I've kind of specified, which is either the scorpion tail or the hammer tail, then I will deduct points. Looking for runner leg, like black colouring or dark red colouring and spots. So I score it. I'm giving a scoring system. Thank you, Wyatt. Reminding us to hydrate. Thank you. Dankeschön. Alright, and I've re-centered. Thank you, Atrona. Alright, guys, feel free to take a few deep breaths with me. Thank you. That feels so nice. Alrighty, so scoring system. No big ears, but we've got horns. So that's 1, 2, 3 points. 4, 5. I guess we'll count the tail, hey. I'm not going to count the tail. 4, 5, 6. 6. So I'm going to say that she's a 6 pointer, basically, is how I do it. I usually do it like this. Now you go to Thorn. Thorn's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I minus a tail that's not useful. So 5, 4. So he's a 4-pointer. Then we go to ace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Dim stride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Shard has 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go a -1 for the deformed paw. So 3, 4, 5, 4. Shards are 4. Venu. 1, 2, 3. Venu is a 3. Venus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Venus is 6. Blazon. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll probably give her a negative for the blind eyes. So 3, 4, 3. Mimi. Oh, can I tell you what Clara like to do and do not like to do? 3 likes and 3 dislikes. And it's better if you... Oh, you're already given... Okay. Clara's likes are to hunt, protect and play. Dislikes is his father. Okay. So they can go into it, and then... Is that kind of like, do you have anything about his personality that you'd like to add? And if you can, put them in the niche channel in the Discord, so that way I have it all there and it's easy for me to flick it onto the document. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mimi's got 7. Lara, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Croft, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Cola, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Tally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Tabitha, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I might do a negative because of the melanism. Maya, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Humble. I'm gonna do a name. I do a negative actually. I'll just only count the one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. He's a 4. So earthy like his mum though. He looks cool. Manganese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Stonevarn. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3. Mystique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. Yukiya, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. And 2 because of the melanism. Sage, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3. Sage is 3. Oh, but he's not coming with us anyway. And we have another female, don't we? That we have another double? Oh, we had another double. Oh, I think it got taken away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to count that as a bad because Stinky Tail can be useful to deter predators, so I'm not going to count it. I'm not going to out. Oh, I haven't been counting the tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Myra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. May, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3. Dorothy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Razor, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And Rigor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's a 7 boy, which is pretty good. Okay, so now that I've done that little tedious pattern, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in their number coordination. So I'll put them where they would fit in the numbering system. So you can then kind of see where they all lie with it. And then I do it with the males too. That's a 6, that's a 3, 2, 2, 2, 7, 1. So then what the plan is obviously we've got to prioritize the girls. So we have, I want to see if we can have at least 3 girls and 2 boys come with us. So I would love to have the feminine line with us. Sorry, not the feminine line. Well, obviously we bring the feminine line, but the snow line, I would really like to bring the snow line with us. I don't think Dorothy's the snow line. Who's your mum? Your mum is Lady. Okay, she's not Snowline. You do have a female Snowline, right? Yeah. Okay. Anna is our Snowline, and she's actually a pretty good Snowline. So we're gonna bring Anna. I'm gonna do that straight off the bat. She's coming with us, and we'll give her the blue. The blue is nice. White. Oh, by the way, Ignesco, I think I came up with this was a more personality for Bomber the Destroyer. Yeah, okay. I'm open to it. Definitely something that if you think of something, put it in the niche channel and I can do some tweaking. So Anna is coming and she's going to be giving us the I and the H gene, but now we need to find a partner for her. So we're looking for a male, no H. Oh my gosh, this got complicated quickly, and no I. So the best males to bring that fit that would probably be Ace, which you can't because that's her brother. Next would be Humble. He's got the I genes, so we can't. Then next would either be Stonevarn or Vanu. Oh, Vanu's related, but Vanu would be awesome to bring. It might be Stonevarn. So when we bring Stonevarn, he's coming as well. He's going to be one of the breeding males with us, which is going to be Blue. And he's going to be giving us the G and the home immunity gene. Beautiful. Now, we want another female line. So we're grabbing 3 female lines. We've got orange, yellow. The red line's been with us for a while. I wouldn't mind bringing red. Maybe red and blue. So where's our... That's definitely an obvious red. Let's bring Nami. And she is H and I. So now we need to find... Oh, actually that's a lot of H and I's. Where was your sister, Maya? She's H and I too. Let me leave that for a moment. Got the blue line. Is anyone else in the blue line? Myra's the best in the blue line. She's bringing Iron home. I don't mind. I've already got Iron home. Right, let's just see what genes we've got. Let's try and bring Croft. Who's got J in home, because the J gene will be good. She can't breed with Stonevarn because of those genes. Oh, good Wyatt. Oh, I forgot how much I love story making. Yeah, it's really satisfying. Clara was a miracle baby, eh? Feel free to share what you mean by that. So Croft, we need to find her a male that she can breed with. So it's a male with no home immunity. No, male with no home immunity. Oh, I got so many Iron H is the problem. Got a G and I. G would be good to have in. Oh, we've already got G. We don't have much genetic variation. It's annoying me. Because we've got I, got H, got G, K. Haven't got any K. Got J now. I'm just gonna have to work with the restricted genetic variation that we have. I'd love Rigor to go, so let's have him go. It's I and H. And he's going to be able to breed with Croft. So let's give them... You guys are... No, okay, we're going to give them red. Oh, please don't tell me you're related. No, okay, awesome. Now what I want to do is, because we can only bring one more, I want to find one that is able to breed with Stonevarn or Rigor. So we've got G and home, H and I. So there's a few options. Basically we're just finding the girl that we want to bring along. So we've got yellow and we've got white. And I think I'd like to try and bring along one of the other old lines. H and I. Okay, we could bring along Maya. And the only other one that I'd be interested in is maybe a blue one. H and G. Home and I. I and home. I don't think the blues want to come with us this time. But we can bring the red. So let's bring Maya, because Maya can bring with Stonevarn. And that's going to be a blue partnership. And then Maya's going to be giving us also the HNI gene, which is not great, but I think we'll be able to make do with what we got. So, by the looks of it, we're taking Anna, Stonevarn, Maya, Croft, and Rigor. So we've got the white line still with us, the red line, and the is that pink? Red, white, yellow. We'll bring those guys with us to the next island, so we can start having them head in the right direction when they're ready. But I'm ready for a break. This went a little bit longer than I intended. I was aiming for 3 hours and it's gone a little bit longer than that. So I'm going to leave it here because my body really would like a break. So I'm going to... Yeah, my plan is to do a lot of editing today because we have... I've got to get on top of the editing so that I can make space for doing more of these videos with you guys. I need to get on top of them. I do. But now I've got to go get my shit together. It's actually quite a beautiful day outside. I think the storm's starting to roll in now. But yes, I am wanting to... I need to get onto those niche tribe members. And I'll pop them up. I'll try and aim to get that done today for you, Wyatt. And I'll add any other details that you have, Og. So feel free, if you haven't already, to add those details into the stream, the niche channel in Discord, and I'll plug them in and add the extras, and hopefully we can try and get a bit of flow with that happening. It should be exciting. My plan is definitely to do some editing today. Editing needs to be on the cards for show. Who knows, I might be out for a sim session later because I'm starting to get really obsessed with the idea of this apocalyptic challenge, and I need to get through the leprosy challenge first. So, and the list begins. Right, guess who's back again. Guess who's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back. 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 Do 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 ding 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 ding. I remember listening to that song when I was like 12, 11, I think, for the first time. Oh gosh, back in the day. Well, Ryan, you were just in time to see me sign off. I'm going to be heading off and getting my day together. I got a few things I want to try and achieve, including editing and getting things uploaded. I got you, boo. I got you. Yeah, so I'm gonna be popping off now to sort out my lunch, which is very important. Need energy fuel, and then to try and sit and do some organizing stuff as well. I've also got an empowerment post I need to do as well. So if you guys are interested in the empowerment stuff that I do as a coach, feel free to check out my Instagram or my Facebook page, because I'm going to be adding something to that today after I have lunch. I've got something I'm going to upload. So if you're interested on that side of things, the links are in my profile. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get my shit together. What's for lunch? I'm probably gonna have a green smoothie, I think, for lunch. Oh, and then as an afternoon snack, I think I'm gonna end up having last night's. We had it was like a zoodles with it was like a vegan uh, tomato and babe, what would you say it was? I don't know, it's like a carbonara kind of thing, but it was like a raw vegan style of it. It was amazing. It was so yum. So I'm going to pull that out. Bit different to your usual go-to meals, but I'm trying to break the habits and get some really healthy eating into my life. And I drag a trainer into it too. Okay, so let's see who is on that we can go share some love to. Um, we've got. We've got Atomic Beth on with The Sims. Oh, Salford Sal's doing Stardukes again. I can't remember why I've got Skunk Puncher on there, but they're doing Minecraft at the moment. We're kind of in a chill vibe. Both Atomic Beth. Well, we're not doing Sims 3, so let's go see Salford South. She's got a super nice, chill energy. She's English. Her accent is adorable. Um, and she's playing a really interesting game at the moment. She's seeming quite obsessed with it as well. It's like really strategic, really interesting how it's planned out. But no, she's an absolutely beautiful soul, and it looks like she's only just started streaming. So let's pop over and see the beautiful Salford. Because I think you guys will vibe her vibe. It's just really, really chill, very soothing. But of course, I just want to thank everyone who has popped on and joined me for this session. I love and appreciate you all. I'm super excited to get this flow back in so you guys can vibe with me more often. I can vibe with you guys because I do really enjoy it, and the last few weeks have been really out of whack. So I'm excited to get things back into Nick. Means that I won't be streaming as much as I did before, but that's because I'm trying to get my business energy back into flow. So yes, I'm trying to balance a lot of things, but I'm not feeling overly overwhelmed. I'm just trying to simplify everything, which means simplifying to only doing like 2 sessions a week for the time being, other than the times that I just feel like jumping on. But let's go over and see the beautiful Sal. So much love and light to you all. Know you can reach out to me anytime, and I shall catch you later. But for now, I don't have my Halalala stick in very good nick, but I do have a cute little raid command. Feel free to go in there, shout out some Gracie raids with any emotes that you have access to, if you have access to any of them. Spread the love, but let's go over and see beautiful Sally Southford. So, halalala, 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 halalala.